This unstoppable tandem could not coexist. They resembled a dysfunctional family instead of champions. But somewhere the realization was made, and the Lakers traded individual greatness for team success. Teams win championships, and the Lakers have found victory in unity. So tonight, Los Angeles looks to complete an historic playoff run. Tinseltown could be Titletown once again. But first, they must put away the Sixers, a team that has embodied resilience, but now finds its tank nearly empty. Can Philadelphia possibly have anything left? If not, the Lakers are on their way to becoming this century's first dynasty. This the scene 2 hours ago as Allen Iverson made his way into First Union Center, hoping this is not his final game of the season. Sixer fans still believe, as does the Dikembe Mutombo, as he arrives to face yet another daunting matchup with Shaquille O'Neal. And inside this capacity crowd looking to help pump up the 76ers. They like to see this NBA Final Series extend to a 6th game back in Los Angeles. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert along with Doug Collins and Doug for the Lakers. It has been a remarkable run, in particular when you consider all the problems, all the questions during the first half of the season. But now here are the Los Angeles Lakers on the verge of accomplishing something very special.
Marv, they're looking to put the finishing touches on what would be a magnificent playoff run. With a win tonight, all these things could occur. Back-to-back NBA titles. How about the record? The best record of all time, 15-1 in the playoffs, 8-0 on the road. They would have won 23 of their last 24 games. And how about this? Phil Jackson would be his 8th coaching title. And when we take a look at the guys, the key players tonight, you think of a Shaquille O'Neal, the most dominant player in the game, looking to be back-to-back MVP in the finals. And his partner, Kobe Bryant, the most complete player in the NBA, forms part of the 1-2 combo that's the deadliest in the NBA. Robert Horry, always at his best in the NBA Finals, looking for his 4th championship. And Horace Grant, 3 titles in a row in Chicago, has rejoined Phil Jackson here looking for his 4th. And how about Derek Fisher, the quiet leader, missed 62 games, has come back, given them 3rd scorer, toughness, energy, defense. Marv, the Lakers, they know what's at stake tonight. History. They want to show that last year the Game 5 was a fluke against Indiana. They want to win tonight. They know they're flying home tomorrow. They want to fly home to a parade, not to a Game 6.
And if the 76ers are to force a 6th game back in L.A., their game plan is clear-cut, as expressed by their head coach, Larry Brown.
Well, Allen has to have a great game. I think he's done a lot of great things. Defensively, he's been terrific. He gets 12 rebounds in Game 3. You know, he still gets in the 30s, but he needs a great game.
And a great game is like Game 1. 48 points on 41 field goal attempts. Since then, he has 31 points on almost 30 shots. He's got to be in the 40s tonight, point-wise, for them to win. But you know what? He's going to need more help from his teammates. He and Dikembe have been terrific. They've got 50 points a game in Games 1 and 2. The rest of the team, 48. But look at Games 3 and 4. Their numbers have gone up. The rest of the team down almost 16 points a game. So the supporting cast is going to have to step up for them tonight. Now, Marv, the Sixers know what's at stake. We know their heart. We know their energy. We know their courage. It's going to be more than that tonight. They're going to have to execute. They're going to have to put the ball in the basket, play their best game of the series, or this will end tonight.
And Doug, Larry Brown has made a change in his starting lineup, looking for some more pop, particularly in the early going. Eric Snow will start instead of Jermaine Jones, so the 76ers going with a 3-guard alignment right at the start. For more on this, let's go to Lewis Johnson with Eric Snow.
All right, Marv, thanks a lot. Well, Eric, yesterday Larry Brown told us that if this is your last hurrah, he wanted to go down with the guys that helped to get him here. How much of that statement has to do with you now being in the starting lineup over Jermaine Jones?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, Coach just changed the lineup. He asked me if I felt I could play more minutes, and I do. You know, he was concerned about the ankle, but I just said, hey, let's just try to win, do all we can to win.
When you go back to the end of Game 4, it looked like you guys just ran out of gas. Tell me what you've seen in the last day and a half that says that the outcome will be different, that you guys can force a Game 6 back to L.A.
We've proven we can beat this team. team. We've just, the last 3 games, we've been playing climbing uphill. They're so talented that you basically got to be perfect in the end. So we just got to try to get off to a good start and minimize our mistakes and just try to get a lot of energy early on.
All right, Eric, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, let's check in with Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Lewis. I'm here with Kobe Bryant. Kobe, how do you guys avoid getting ahead of yourselves and thinking about the championship?
Well, we have a tough game ahead of ourselves today, and I think we all know that. I think we're prepared for it, and we're going to come out and play the game like we normally do.
Is history important to you to go 15-1 in this playoff run?
It would be nice, but it's important not to get too far ahead of ourselves. All we want to do is just take it a quarter at a time, and we'll see where we go from there.
You haven't left your room other than the arena. I guess you'll be happy to leave Philadelphia, huh?
Yeah, I only left for a couple cheesesteaks. That's about it.
All right, Marv. He's full, and he's going to try and get a little fuller after the game. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. Coming up, it will be Game 5 of this NBA Final Series. The Sixers have done all they can to try and stop the powerful Lakers, yet still find themselves outplayed. They are down 3-1, but have shown to be a team that cannot be counted out. Shaq and the Lakers, meanwhile, have another championship on their minds and in their sights.
She's dangerous.
Ooh.
Reckless. But always.
We can be partners. You might try to kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I said you'd try.
A lady. Today, the biggest adventure of the summer is here. Angelina Jolie, Tomb Raider, rated PG-13. Today in theaters everywhere.
Hey, Rhonda! It's me, Anthony! You want to get together later? The doctor said it's not contagious!
Now, Sprite.com makes it easier to buy just about anything you want. Under every cap is a free Sprite or Rocket Cash. Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash. Buy what you want.
Perfect Drive is our best rewards program.
After just 4 rentals, our customers get everything from golf clubs to ski goggles.
Even spa treatments. What if we also throw in a personal trainer?
Hi, I'm Todd.
Hi.
Today we're gonna work glutes. Walnut?
Ooh. Personal trainer seems a bit much.
Yeah.
The rewards program is perfect.
Yeah, people love free stuff.
It's summertime, and there's never been a better time to join America Online.
I plan all my vacations on AOL.
I use AOL to get driving directions.
Email is fast, it's easy.
And now, with the AOL Mobile Communicator, you can send and receive instant messages and email while away from your computer.
Wherever I go, I stay connected with everyone in my life.
It's really easy to stay in touch.
To order, go to AOL keyword Mobile Communicator or call 1-800-4ONLINE. America Online. So easy to use, no wonder it's #1.
Ahmad Rashad at the First Union Center here in Philadelphia. I'll be joined in a moment by the rest of the crew. With a victory tonight, the Lakers will not only win their 2nd straight title, they'll also end up with the NBA's best playoff record ever. Head coach Phil Jackson isn't getting too far ahead of himself, but he did take a moment to assess his team's place in history.
The run that we made is just incredible. There's no doubt about it, but you cannot compare from year to year what happens. Does this team compare to the Celtics, the Lakers, the 76ers of '83, which was a great team, the Lakers of '71, all those great teams in the past, absolutely can't compare that. This is what they did at this time, and they have faced the greatest challenge this year and surmounted great odds, particularly on the road, and for that I'm very proud of them.
A win tonight would also make the Lakers the first team to go through the playoffs undefeated on the road. Now, Kevin, you played against the Bulls in '93. You've played against some great teams. How do you rate this team?
You're right. I played against a great Bull team in the '90s. I played against a great Boston team in the '80s, a great Laker team in the '80s. I even played against this team last year. I think they rank. They deserve to belong in that group. The reason why, they have great defense. They have a great coach. 2 of the league's most dominant players, and the role players embrace that position.
I think the playoffs are more important than the regular season, Ahmad. But to me, what the Bulls teams did, winning 72 69. That's more impressive. They dominated the NBA from October to June. This is a magnificent team, but not as good, I think, as either the Phil Jackson Bull team.
Well, the only question we really have is the longevity. Now let's go over to Bill Walton and Steve Jones. And gentlemen, there is another team playing tonight, as you can hear in this arena, and that happens to be the Sixers.
Yeah, Ahmad, the fans here want you to hold that coronation. Nobody has come back 3-1 in the finals, but 3-1 has been done before. 6 teams have done it, and this team really believes that they can become the 7th. Now, you just think about the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. They did it, but I'll tell you, a guy that can remember it more painfully than anybody else is Kevin Johnson when the Houston Rockets came back and beat them. So it's not impossible.
Steve, there's a whole lot of love in this building tonight for the hometown team. And Larry Brown will coach it all the way to the end, constantly tinkering and making the adjustments. A more conservative double team tonight, switching pick and rolls, and putting Eric Snow in the lineup for more offensive efficiency. But Larry Brown told me that his biggest challenge tonight is to revitalize a demoralized squad whose spirit and hope has been broken. He tries to build off the good things that happened in the fourth quarter of the previous game. But this Los Angeles Laker team is one of the greatest teams of all time. This squad will come and play very good. Right now, it's all about the Lakers. The Philadelphia 76ers are now out of the equation.
Well, Ahmad, it's one game at a time, 1 minute at a time, and we'll find out when the celebration actually starts for Philadelphia.
All right, fellas. This news out of Chicago today, Michael Jordan has suffered a setback in his quest to return to the NBA. He broke 2 ribs in a pickup game on Wednesday and will be sidelined from any physical activity for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Now, Michael did speak today with Doug Collins, who'll be coaching the Wizards next season. He told Doug that he still intends to pursue the possibility of a comeback. Doug will have more on that story during the course of the game. In other NBA news, John Lucas has accepted the Cleveland Cavaliers head coaching job. And let's check in with Peter Vesey. Peter, Lucas had also interviewed for the Portland job, as you reported the other night. So where does that leave the Blazers?
Well, Ahmad, Portland had received permission from the Timberwolves to interview Flip Saunders. Word has it today that Flip has removed himself from consideration. And now Portland sources are telling me that within the next 7 to 10 days, they are going to seek permission to talk to Jeff Van Gundy. And I've been unable to determine whether the Knicks will give him permission. But as backstops, Portland has John Thompson and Lionel Hollins.
All right, Peter, coming up next, it's tip-off of Game 5. The Lakers trying to repeat as champions, while the Sixers look to send the series back to Los Angeles. You are watching the NBA Finals on NBC.
The 240 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder.
Finally, Gatorade brings you energy in a bar. The Gatorade Energy Bar. Energy to burn. What burns inside you?
These are the toes, this is a foot. That's the difference between Lamisil AT Spray Pump and Lotrimin AF. Lotrimin AF products are indicated to treat athlete's foot on the whole foot. This is only indicated to treat between the toes, so kill athlete's foot on the whole foot with Lotrimin AF.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Nissan, driven by Miller Lite. Grab a Miller Lite, it's Miller time. By NikeBasketball.com and by Gatorade Energy Bar. What burns inside you?
To First Union Center in Philadelphia. Capacity crowd, better than 20,000 on hand. The 76ers starting lineup just introduced to the crowd. As we get ready for game number 5. The Lakers with Rick Fox, Horace Grant, Shaquille O'Neal up front, Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher in the backcourt, and the 76ers with Tyrone Hill. Aaron McKee moves to the forward position. In effect, the Sixers going with a 3-guard set. Dikembe Mutombo, the center, Allen Iverson and Eric Snow in the backcourt. Eric Snow in the starting lineup instead of Jermaine Jones, who had a rocky time the other night. No team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the NBA Finals. Only 2 teams have forced a Game 7 after losing 3 of the first 4. The Knicks of 1950-51, the Lakers of 65-66.
Marv, let's talk about the lineup change. What will Eric Snow do to their attack? Well, let's look back to Game 4. The 76ers scored 14 points in the first quarter. They were down by 8. They dug themselves a hole early that they could not get out of. Larry Brown is hoping for them to get off to a better start. He's their 3rd leading scorer. He's been aggressive. He's been attacking. Jermaine Jones has scored only 10 points in 55 minutes in this series. They have got to put some points on the board. He's been monitoring Snow's minutes. Tonight, Snow might have to play 40.
The motivation for the Lakers, that 33-point loss to the Indiana Pacers, Game 5 of the Finals last year. This season, the Lakers 4-0 in closeout situations. And last touch by the Lakers. The officials, Dick Pavetta, Joe Crawford, Bernie Bryant, Aaron McKee will throw in.
Marv, another thing we've seen in the last 2 first quarters, basically Iverson and Mutombo have scored all their points. Let's see if they can get someone else involved here to help them.
Iverson played by Fisher. Fisher with the steal and is grabbed by Iverson. So Iverson giving up the foul, and he thought he was fouled.
That we know, Fisher is about 25 pounds heavier. He's going to put his body on him. He's going to bang him. He's going to try to get his hand up in his face. And there's a frustration foul by Allen Iverson. Now, he must stay out of foul trouble, but very unhappy. Remember, Marv, the game in L.A., or excuse me, in Philadelphia, very concerned about it. He was getting hit in the face all the time with Fisher's hand.
Eric Fisher, a very aggressive defender. And we get a whistle away from the ball. Dick Pavetta with the call. Now the Sixers a hold called on Tyrone Hill. Derek Fisher says that he has had to make adjustments in his game defensively. Usually takes those signature charges. Bryant is fouled, so a 3rd straight foul on the 76ers. But Fisher so aware that the officiating, as he put it, changes in the playoffs, particularly here in the finals, and he's afraid he will not get the calls, particularly against Iverson.
Well, as you said, he's one of the best in the league at drawing the charge, but it's such a bang-bang kind of play that with Iverson, if it's close, Fisher's probably going to get the foul. That's just the way it works.
The 76ers committing 3 fouls within the first 30 seconds. So Kobe Bryant at the line. Kobe with a sensational all-around performance in Game 4. He was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. More of a setup guy with Shaquille O'Neal coming through with an overpowering ball game. Eric Snow handling. Eric Snow began this series coming off the bench. Here's Iverson. Yes.
He's going to need a lot of that tonight. We talked in our open mark. 30's not going to be good enough. Nor is 35. He's going to have to score in the 40s tonight.
And it was not a strong 35 points the other night. A bad shooting ball game for Allen Iverson. Did not really get into it until that run in the 4th quarter.
And he's shooting right at 40% for the series. It's taken him 130 shots to get 141 points.
Tumbles pass to Hill. Oh, Tyrone Hill with an early bucket. We have not seen that all series.
A very positive sign there. Tyrone Hill's almost been squeezing the air
Iverson with the strip. The Sixers want a fast start. Not the case the other night. Fox had a notion with Shaquille O'Neal down court, but Mutombo was able to hustle back. Now Shaq getting down deep. That's a rare miss for Shaquille O'Neal when he's that close. Iverson with the head fake. Iverson, yes.
The little guy, you got to marvel at him, Marv. The degree of difficulty on those shots over Shaquille O'Neal is really amazing.
76ers with the 6-2 lead. And here's O'Neal getting the step, but he missed the stop. Iverson again, stutter steps. Iverson, Snow with the putback.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal did not get back from half court, so he's missed a couple shots here early that he got off to a great start in Game 4. But he's got to get back on defense.
Now being forced further out. And a foul is called. It's on the Sixers. Iverson came from the blind side looking for the steal. Hit with a second and also collects a technical foul.
Well, you can see the passion running early in this ball game. Allen Iverson, that's why I thought the first foul that he committed, Marv, he should have let go. Now he's got himself in peril here with 2 fouls. Also a technical, so he has to be very careful to regain that composure. He's a guy that plays with so much energy and passion.
He's trying to settle himself down. He realized not only has he committed bad fouls, but bad decision in picking up the technical.
Well, you can see he reached in there. He actually had good help defensively. Eric Snow was there to give help. Mutombo was behind him defensively. He did not need to commit that foul.
Philadelphia with an 8-3 lead here at the start. Now the mismatch with Iverson involved with Grant down low. Bryant just did get it off to beat the 24. Iverson met by Shaq. Won't count. Foul called before the shot attempt. Holding foul away from the ball on Fisher.
Well, Derek Fisher got caught in a switch on Mutombo, and what he did, he tried to prevent him from rolling to the basket. Joey Crawford, the official, ruled that he impeded his progress and called the foul.
Eric Snow being played by Kobe Bryant. We're just underway here in Philadelphia. The 76ers trying to stay alive, looking to a 6th game in Los Angeles. Aaron McKee cannot find the range. 1 for 9 in Game 4 this past Wednesday night.
Yeah, he's 12 for 41 for the series. That's under 30%.
Shaky play here by the Lakers. Iverson chased by Bryant. Iverson hit on the fast break and then ends up flying into the photographer's area. Fisher for 3. Fisher from downtown.
Seems like the Lakers, all this playoffs have come up with timely shots. Guys hitting big threes to prevent runs that give you surges that sort of knock you on your heels early in the game, Marv.
We saw that the other night. Robert Horry, Brian Shaw, Derek Fisher, all hitting from downtown at opportune times. There's Hill, very active here at the start. Hill again drives the foul. Yes, and the touch.
What a welcome sight here in Philadelphia. Tyrone Hill, who has been struggling to say the least, finally broke loose a little bit, had 7 points in Game 4. But the Sixers are playing out of a double team. The Lakers are double teaming Mutombo early. We have not seen that much, Marv. So what it's done, it's freed up Tyrone Hill. He's cut to the basket, got a pass. He's got an offensive rebound. So now he's involved in this game. I'm a little surprised that the Lakers are double teaming Mutombo.
Perhaps the element of surprise by Phil Jackson here at the start. But the Sixers are finding other people. And Tyrone Hill with 4 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, the Sixers already have 12 points. Remember, they only had 14 in the first quarter of Game 4, so the lineup changes helped get them off to a good start.
A chant of defense from this crowd. Once again, Shaq forced to start out a bit deeper than usual, but a beautiful spin. And the Sixers now lead 12-8.
Well, when he makes that shot, he's indefensible. You got to take away his dunks and layups and force him to shoot jumpers.
For Shaq, his first field goal. Nice pass from Mutombo. Mutombo coming from the left side off the beautiful setup.
Well, a great overplay defensively, and the Sixers were ready for it. McKee with a great backdoor cut, and he found his teammate Mutombo.
Here's the double on Bryant. Fisher for three. Grant with a good play to get to that rebound. Horace Grant extending over Aaron McKee.
See, when you have to do a lot of double teaming, what happens is many instances you get caught with a smaller man underneath the basket guarding a power forward. That's exactly what happened on that play, and Horace took advantage of it.
So the 76ers lead 14-10. Iverson, yes. Allen Iverson off to a superb start. He's 4 for 5. He has 8 points. He has picked up 2 fouls plus a technical. Nice ball movement by the Lakers, and Fox knocks down the 3. Rick Fox had a couple of timely hoops the other night. In fact, his only baskets, he was 2 for 7, 7 points. 76ers lead 16-13. Iverson is open from downtown. 76ers have not been able to hit from beyond that three-point line.
Well, Iverson for the series, 8 for 28, only 29%. Marv, to put that in perspective, as we see Iverson's last basket, he works so hard, he comes off those screens, and the one thing he's done, he's become a better shooter on this kind of shot. He used to be sort of casted the ball up there. Now he has much better release on the shot. But Marv, one of the differences in this series is that three-point line. The Lakers have outscored the Sixers 33 points from behind the line in the series.
They hit 26 from three-point line. There's another by Rick Fox. And the game is tied at 16. So they have 27 threes, while the Sixers with only 13. And this crowd continues to urge the Sixers on. Mutombo. So important to Mutombo to continue hitting that perimeter shot to draw Shaquille O'Neal outside.
Are you still incredulous?
No more. I buy it now.
All right.
He has all the moves. Baseline jumpers straight away. Once again, Grant off the mismatch. Came up short as Mutombo came over to alter the shot, but then deflected it out of bounds. And the Lakers take a timeout. 5:04 to go in the first. The Sixers up by 2.
Coming up at the half, Sugar Ray performs live at the game here on NBC.
I might walk a little funny, but my walk is me. I might stutter when I talk, but I say what I see. See, I'm a big fan of the finer things. That's why I love to see a cold one waiting in the wings. I sing of a place where the sun still shines and the beer's all good if I got the time, because the climb is steep when the day is through, and there's some people that are proud of the things I do. I keep sticking because I think that I should. You know what? Of everything that's still good.
This company invested millions developing a sure thing. Unfortunately, it was not such a sure thing. Over 3 very long nights, the software helped them to analyze sales and customer feedback to quickly re-engineer the sure thing. The software is not flustered by this sudden turn of events because the software does not fear change. Always nimble and ready to rumble. Enterprise software from Microsoft.
On June 22nd,
there's nothing more addictive than speed.
You have to be willing to risk everything.
Give me your hand!
Well, Allen Iverson off to a great start. You see his numbers. Now, remember, he does have 2 fouls, so he must be very careful. But this guy, we just marvel at his energy. Look what he did against the Pacers, almost 46 minutes in a tough 4-game series. The Raptors, a 7-game series. I mean, the motor's still running, but that gas tank looks to be going a little bit towards empty. The Lakers, he's played 48 minutes in this series, but he just keeps it coming, and this young guy is amazing. Tonight, Marvin, looks like in his off day, he took a pit stop and refueled. He's off and running tonight, going to the basket. The wonderful shot over Shaquille O'Neal, the energy. Look at him dive for that loose ball. Get out on the break, get an easy layup over Kobe Bryant. And you know, it's amazing, Mark. This is the 23rd playoff game that the Sixers are playing tonight. If you played the maximum, you played 26 games. That's how much energy these guys have used up to get to this point.
And obviously our sound effects department working overtime. Excellent job.
I was going to rev up the motor a little bit, but I didn't think I needed to.
Coming up on 5 minutes left in this opening quarter, Kobe Bryant to Kevin Mutombo on the rebound. Both teams remain the same following the timeout. Iverson using the pick, gets the stop. Trying to elude O'Neal and then through the foul. See Iverson protecting that basketball as he made his move in the direction of Shaquille O'Neal, and the foul is called on Shaq.
With a guy like Allen Iverson, it's a big guy. Don't leave your feet until he commits to the shot. The moment you jump, Mark, what he does is you're taught jump into the big guy's chest and create the foul. So as a big guy, stay on the floor, watch the release of the ball, then go up to defend it. That time, Allen Iverson took advantage of Shaq leaving his feet.
Iverson, a 73% free throw shooter during the NBA Finals. Let's check in with Jim Gray. Jim? Apparently there was audio difficulty with that report from Jim Gray. No difficulty on the part of Shaquille O'Neal. And the 76ers now lead 19-18.
Shaq had been rather quiet, Marv. I think he felt like we needed to talk about him a little bit after that. Wow. Woo.
Second field goal for Shaquille O'Neal. Here comes Fisher. Iverson on the open floor. Grant is back. Iverson taking all the way. And batted out of bounds by the 76ers.
Now watch the power of Shaquille O'Neal. Watch Mutombo. It's almost like he lifts him off the floor. Your feet leave the floor. It's pretty difficult to jump, and Shaq just powered it in the basket.
Good pass. Fox does not force the issue. Thought he had the step, but was met by Mutombo. Here's Grant. Lakers trying to get Horace Grant more involved in the offense. 3:46 remaining.
You know, the one thing with Horace Grant, Mark, when he really was a factor for Chicago scoring, he ran the floor and got easy baskets, but he used to be deadly on that little 15 to 16-foot jumper. As he's gotten bigger and stronger, you see the muscle to fight all those big guys. He's lost a little bit of that touch, but he used to be an excellent little 15, 16-foot jump shooter.
George Lynch has checked in for the first time, coming out for Tyrone Hill. And McKay hits his first field goal. Tyrone Hill getting a hand from the crowd as he sat down with 4 points and 5 rebounds. George Lynch made his return from the broken foot Wednesday night in Game 4, played 8 minutes. And he's just out on the floor trying to help do some things defensively. Here's Bryant. Rebound O'Neal. Has the double team going. Lynch over to help. Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher with his second three-pointer.
Again, that timely three-point shooting off an offensive rebound. The court is broken. It's tough to find a man, and those are the kind of threes that really hit you hard.
The game is tied at 21. Lakers 4 out of 5 from downtown. Mutombo. Lynch with the rebound. but he blocked his own shot.
Well, he had no lift. That's where you can see that he has not played. He wanted to go up, but he would normally dunk that ball.
Looked like he was uncertain.
Yes.
And a timeout taken with 2.5 remaining in this first quarter. It's the Lakers and the 76ers tied at 21.
You see the rust on George Lynch. The heart and courage is there. He just couldn't get the lift to finish it. Then Kobe comes over and blocks his shot. Again, that timely Lakers three-point shooting is keeping him right in this game.
Why don't you get us something to cool this fire down?
I got just the thing. I got 2 laws for that fire.
With a great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down, make it a Bud Light.
That's not that bad.
The 240 horsepower Nissan Pathfinder.
You're gonna be crammed into this thing that is shaped like a bullet, and you're gonna fly down this twisting tunnel of ice. You're gonna be bruised, frostbitten, and if you flip over, your head is gonna get skinned right down to the skull. What do you say?
The Winter Olympics from Salt Lake City on the networks of NBC.
Back in Philadelphia, tied at 21 with 2.5 remaining in the first quarter. Marv Albert with Doug Collins. Doug earlier, Ahmad Rashad had the report regarding Michael Jordan suffering the 2 broken ribs. First of all, how did he do it?
Well, Marvy was playing in a pickup game in Chicago. A lot of NBA players were there, and it was just a freak accident. He said he was posting up, and he got caught, and he broke the 2 ribs. And he said, you know what, Doug, this is just a setback. I asked him if he was discouraged. He said, I'm not discouraged, I'm just disappointed. He said, I was playing so well, I was starting to get my legs back and my timing. He said, so it's just going to delay my decision. When I heal up, I'll get back to my training and see where I'm at. But it'll probably be 6 or 8 weeks before he's back on the floor playing. But he still has a goal, Mark, of trying to come back and play. This is just a setback for him. This is not the end.
You're taking it very calmly here.
Well, I believe in Michael, so I know somewhere down the road he's going to give it another great shot.
And what a shot by Roger Bell, who just checked in. Robert Horry on the floor for the first time for the Lakers. And the Sixers now lead at 23-21. Here's Fisher. That's an unusual shot for Derek Fisher.
That's what they want him to take, that shot on the move.
Roger Bell close to a travel. Changed his mind. He had the three-pointer set up. Iverson, good decision by Roger Bell as they're able to reset, and the Sixers now lead 25-21.
Well, you can see what the Lakers do on any kind of screen roll. They push it to the baseline. They're going to give you that jump shot. You see the hand in the face, but they just don't want Iverson to get all the way to the basket. They want to make him a jump shooter.
Robert Horry's hit his last 6 from downtown. Shaquille O'Neal, he's been off here at the start. 1 minute left in the first.
Oh, very close.
Yes, Iverson with an Nice pass. Iverson for Lynch, and George Lynch with his first field goal of these NBA Finals. And that was very close to an offensive foul. Iverson is playing with 2 fouls. 6 unanswered points for the Sixers. Bell knocked it away, and a foul is called.
That will be his first. Oh, this is a tough break for the 76ers. Iverson has gotten off to such a great start. We know he's their primary scorer. With him sitting down, Marv, we're going to have to keep track of this score. The 76ers are up 6, but a loose ball, and Iverson's hustle goes to it, along with Kobe. Kobe gets there just a little bit sooner. The contact and the foul. So we will have to keep our eye on exactly what occurs now with Allen Iverson sitting, and how long will Larry Brown sit him. You know, with this being a game that if you lose, you're done. Normally, you maybe set the guy out the entire second quarter, Mark. I don't think Larry will do that tonight. I think he'll bring him back in the second quarter.
Iverson, a player who rarely gets himself in foul trouble. He came out very excited, picked up those 2 fouls within 30 seconds, and then picked up a technical.
That's why you hate to see your best player take frustration fouls. And the first foul of the game was a frustration foul. He thought he got fouled. He just reached out and grabbed Fisher.
Kevin Ollie has come on for Allen Iverson. Mutombo draws the double. Roger Bell wide open. Rebounded by Bryant, and the Lakers will live with Roger Bell taking open 3-pointers.
I think when you look at the 76ers, if they come back next season, you're going to see them add a couple 3-point shooters. If they have a weakness, that's one thing that they don't do well.
O'Neal with a beautiful drop step. That's his 3rd field goal. 6 points for Shaq. Final seconds of the first quarter. Snow angling and is fouled by Shaw. They had the foul again.
Rick Fox got hit with a blind screen. He's holding his right arm and shoulder. I don't know whether his teammate talked to him on the pick or not, but he is guarding him. You've got to speak. When that screen is coming up behind you, that defender has got to let you know that that is coming, so you don't get that kind of shot that he took.
Allen Iverson checks back in with 3 5/10 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Teron Lue, now one of Allen Iverson's closest friends.
Well, now you say, why is Iverson in? Obviously, the last shot, they want him to catch the ball. The big thing you can't do is run in there and get a charge.
Oh, Lue got picked off. Iverson for 3. And that is the end of the first quarter. 76ers with a 27-24 lead on the Lakers. Shaq 3 for 6, 6 points. Quiet start for Kobe. Iverson, red hot, 5 for 10 from the field, 11 points. The Sixers have the lead. We'll be back in Philadelphia in a moment.
Is Mountain Dew in serious jeopardy? This generally harmless male will defend his domain with basic animal instinct. A fierce battle rages. Yet in the end, to the victor go the spoils.
Hey man, how you feeling?
Not bad. Until next time, do the do.
You don't watch TV. You feel it in a place called Sony.
I'll get it. Hello?
Alo. Son parti göndermiş olduğunuz mallar yanlış etiketlendi. Sizden ricam eski müşteriniz olarak aynı parti malı tekrar rica ediyorum.
Dad, it's Ulashan Industries. This shipment was lost. They want a new one at a 10% discount.
That's fine.
Hey guys.
Tabii efendim, hiç sorun değil.
Phones that translate for you. This is the future of e-business.
This summer, enter the realm of the supernatural. No movie has more fun.
Hey, kitty! How do you like that, little pussy? You want a piece of me?
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Or more action. Scary movie, too.
Mother's in here with us, Harris.
Mom, will you get out of there, please?
You're no fun.
This film has not yet been rated. Wednesday, July 4th.
76ers have a 3-point lead as we head to the second quarter. And they led most of the way in the first quarter, but Allen Iverson with 3 fouls.
Well, one thing that's really hurt the 76ers, especially in games 3 and 4, they played from behind the entire time. They only had, in game 3, 3 minutes and 41 seconds of lead. In game 4, 3:27, they trailed the last 43 minutes of that game. Marv, what we've seen is they spent so much energy trying to get back. They make their runs, but then what happens is a timely shot here or there by the Lakers like we saw the other night, and they're right out of the game once again. The Lakers only lead. Kobe made 2 free throws, 2-0. Since then, the Sixers have led the entire way.
Iverson remains on the bench as the second quarter gets underway. So Kevin Ollie is on the floor, matched with Ron Harper, who has checked in for the first time. Harper's played well the last couple of games, been a steadying influence. Last game in the first half, he also was a scorer. Here's Kobe Bryant. Aaron McKee did not go for the pump fake. Shot clock down to 4. Here's O'Neal. And Matumbo on the loose ball.
Dikembe's done a nice job. It appears that Shaq's not just emotionally into this game yet. Marlon, I don't know if he's pacing himself for the finish, but not off to that strong start that we normally see.
He came out with power the other night in game 4. Matumbo. And here's Shaq getting down the court. And the crowd looking for a foul off the contact with McKee.
Now that's what we saw the other night. Early in the game, Shaq ran early. He got to the basket. He caught the ball around the rim and finished with power. Let's see if that gets him going.
The Sixer lead is now 1. Snow off the pick from Matumbo. Blocked. Matumbo foul. Called on Ori.
Shaquille O'Neal just released on the shot. Here he goes for the ball. Sixer fans felt he just bowled McKee out of the way. That's one of those no calls. You got both guys sort of going for the play. Just play on. Shaq is just so much bigger and stronger. He was able to play through the contact.
McKee. And McKee showing some signs. We talked the other night about the fatigue factor with McKee's playing with an assortment of injuries. It's not for himself. It has not helped that he's had to follow Kobe Bryant around on the defensive end. And Robert Horry with his 7th straight three-pointer. Overall in the finals, 8 for 11 from downtown. 7 of his last 7 from three-point range.
Well, we talked about it in our open. We said that Robert Horry is always at his best in the NBA Finals. Back-to-back championships with the Rockets, now trying to go back-to-back with the Lakers. But he comes in the game. He's a terrific defender. And what we've also seen him do in this series, Marv, is be a press breaker. He takes the ball up the floor against the power forwards of the Sixers to release some pressure. You can see with Iverson down, they got outscored by 5 points. Larry Brown says, no time for tomorrow. I got to get him back in the game.
Allen Iverson back on the floor. Ron Lewis there. Brian Shaw with the steal and fouled by Aaron McKee. Avoiding the layup by Shaw. How about Brian Shaw this past Tuesday morning? Went back home to Oakland, California for the birth of his daughter. Brian's wife, Nikki, gave birth to Bianca. Brian made the trip and then flew back to Philadelphia in time for Game 4 on Wednesday. Did a nice job in his 10 minutes of playing time, including hitting another three-pointer. Well, you can log on to NBA.com to make your own in-progress highlight reel of the finals with My Highlights. States. And during every game of the finals, join a live international chat as fans worldwide share their opinion and comments on the games and the players. It's all on NBA.com. Lakers now lead by 2. Mutombo with the second effort. And the game is tied at 31.
You know, nobody can play against Shaq head out, Mark. There's no question. But you know what? Dikembe has really earned a lot of respect in this series. He has stood in there. He's played exceptionally well on both ends of the floor. There's just no one who's a match individually for Shaquille O'Neal.
Back comes Iverson. Shaq thus far 4 for 8 points. Beautiful pass as Hill was able to get position and was held by Fox.
Dikembe going to the offensive boards after the miss. He stays with his shot. The long arms gets up there sooner than any of the Lakers can and gets the nice, kind roll with the finish. So Dikembe Mutombo, the emotion, the expression, and he told his teammates between games, he goes, guys, we cannot wait till the fourth quarter to try to turn it on. We've got to come from energy from the start of the game. Mark, they've done a much better job of that. Eric Snow has really helped this team, and Tyrone Hill off to a much better start. You see, he did get it going a little bit in Game 4. He did have 7 points, but 17 fouls in this series. His rebounding has been down tonight. He has 5 points and 6 rebounds, so off to a good start.
Tyrone during the regular season averaged just under 10 a game. That will count, and the foul. Rick Fox headed to the line. He's off to a fast start. He'll look for his 9th point of his half.
Well, Aaron McKee's going to have to sit down. Now, this is 2 fouls in a row on the fast break. He took a foul on Shaw. This time he gets Rick Fox. Rick Fox just sort of gets that shoulder inside of him. And you see Kobe Bryant. Kobe talked to me before the game. He said, we just got to stay in the moment. He said, our whole thing is we know they're going to come out with energy. They're going to put a surge at us. We have to keep our poise. And we just have to be close when we get into that second quarter. Well, Marv, you look up at the score, and if Fox makes his free throw, it's a tie game.
So 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. Teron Lue all over Allen Iverson. Now Iverson with the step back. Good job by Jermaine Jones, who just checked in.
Maybe some pressure will be taken off Jermaine Jones. Really not a starter. He's playing out of his role with all the injuries. Maybe coming off the bench, he'll relax a little bit.
Horry cheating off to help on Mutombo. Oh, Dikembe Mutombo with a running hook. He now has 8 points, and the game is tied at 34. And Lou trying to save it. Backdoor pass attempted by O'Neal, but it was too deep, and a timeout is called. The Lakers and the Sixers are tied at 34. Here's the offensive-minded Dikembe Mutombo. Moving to his right, sweeping hook over O'Neal and gets the roll.
Coming up at the half, Sugar Ray performs live at the game here on NBC.
Come in, over. Mayday! Mayday!
Where am I?
On July 27th.
How the hell did these monkeys get like this?
From the director of Batman.
Oh, go ahead.
Sleepy Hollow. Comes a world that defies the rules. And an adventure that rules our planet. Kill them all. Planet of the Apes. Rated PG-13. July 27th, only in theaters.
Finishing, chin up. Good. That was good.
Just because you're good at one thing doesn't mean you're good at everything. Don't manage your website alone. Let us help.
Digex.
I like this one and that one, Daddy.
I have to pay the man for the rabbits now. Can I write a check?
I have to see some ID.
Okay.
Love is in the air, everywhere. I have to call us in.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Daddy.
I have to see a second ID. Okay. This doesn't look like you. Date of birth? Have to phone this in.
Next time, use the Visa check card instead of cash or checks. It'll get you in, out, and on with life.
Mother's maiden name?
Generation after generation, it's good to have someone you can depend on.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. By Budweiser, with a crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. This Bud's for you. By Planet of the Apes, July 27th, only in theaters. And by McDonald's, we love to see you smile.
As we approach 10 p.m., in the Eastern Time Zone, welcome back to the city of brotherly love. The blimp Spirit of Goodyear floating overhead, providing aerial views over tonight's game. Goodyear has been providing such aerial camera facilities since back in 1962.
Well, let's take a look. This has really been the difference. Timely three-point shooting, and all by the supporting cast. You see, through Game 4, what it was, add 5 for 6 tonight. Now the Lakers are 29 for 64 from behind that three-point line. It's been Rick Fox. It's been Derek Fisher. It's been Derek Fisher once again. Robert Horry getting behind that line and burying another three. So the Lakers, what they have shown is if you double-team Shaq, they'll pound it inside and kick it out to the three-point shooting. If you play him alone, he will pound you inside. So when they're shooting the ball and they got it both going, it's very, very difficult to defend.
Allen Iverson, rebounded by Shaquille O'Neal. Lakers and Sixers tied at 34. We played 4 minutes on the second quarter. Kobe Bryant looking for his first field goal. He's 0 for 4 from the field. Nice move again by Shaq. He has 10 points.
That's sort of scary if you're the 76ers. You were down 2, and really Kobe and Shaq have been rather quiet to start this game. You know they're going to pick it up, Mark.
Snow getting the step. And the foul is called on the Lakers. Ron Lue being helped up. Blocking foul, though, on Lue.
See the footwork of Shaq. We always talk about his power, but the little hop step, he gets a nice rhythm when he can hop across that middle, and he just sort of squirts that ball over his right shoulder. That's an impossible shot to block.
Eric Snow playing with a stress fracture in his right ankle. Looking for his third point. He does have 4 assists. During the series against Milwaukee, Larry Brown was showing teammates footage of Willis Reed making that dramatic entrance out of the floor back in the 69-70 series against the LA Lakers as inspiration with all the injuries suffered by the Sixers. They were calling Eric Willis Jr.
Now I have a question. Was the inspiration Willis walking out, or was the fact that it was your voice calling him?
Yes, many players mentioned that. Here's O'Neal, and a foul is called. They did mention it was the very inspirational sound that just turned them around.
It would have fired me up.
Yes, I'm sure. So Shaq to the line. Lynch called for the foul. And Philadelphia having its difficulties at the line once again. 2 for 7 from the free throw strike. And Shaq hitting his first from the foul line.
Shaquille O'Neal working himself up that ladder of all-time scoring averages in the playoffs. He's been sensational once again, and if the Lakers go on to win this, he will be hands-on the guy that will win the MVP of the finals. It will be back-to-back, and he will also join a very select company and guys who've been able to do that in their careers.
In the 4 games coming into tonight, Shaq averaging 34 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocked shots. Iverson is now 5 for 13. Iverson trying to draw the foul. He went flying. 0 for 3. That That's his first miss after hitting 7 straight. And a foul is called as Fox and Jones got involved. It's on Fox.
Mark, we got to keep our eye on Allen Iverson. He's been holding his right side. And I don't know if he took a shot early or on a fall or whatever, but he has been holding his right side. And since he's come back, he's cooled off a little bit. Iverson goes down here. But actually, even about the last 4 or 5 minutes, I've been watching him. So we'll have to keep our eye on him to see if that's bothering him.
4-point lead for the Lakers, their biggest lead of the night. Iverson has missed his last 4 shots. Matumbo up. And back comes Tyronn Lue. Here's Rick Fox. And he's fouled.
Well, if that's Aaron McKee, that will be his third. That will be a tough foul. He and Iverson will both have 3 fouls.
And it is 3 on McKee. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson.
Yeah, Mark, for more on this situation with Allen Iverson, I've been watching him over here for the last 2 timeouts, and he has had a bag of ice on the right hip. Now, a few minutes ago, the trainers told me that he has a bruised hip, but I also saw him mouthing the words ribs. But there's no confirmation that there's a rib problem, but he is definitely in pain on the right side. Mark?
All right, Lewis, here's a look at that collision with Kobe Bryant, and apparently that's where he injured his ribs.
Yeah, he also got his 3rd foul on that play that you spoke about, so it's foul trouble starting to mount up. Remember, they got 3 quick fouls to start the game, sort of set the tone, but Iverson and McKee both with 3.
Lakers now lead by 6. 6:25 remaining in the first half. Snow challenging O'Neal, and it was Orr who came over and came up with the block shot.
Eric Snow looking for the foul, was sandwiched between 2 players. Many instances, Marv, if the ball is blocked, whatever happens after that, they rule incidental contact.
10 on the shot clock. Iverson trying to shake Lue. Here's Hill. Oh, Tyronn Hill very much into it tonight. That's his 3rd field goal. He has 7 points, 6 rebounds. The Sixers down by 4, but Shaq gets it right back.
Had my eye on Shaq the entire way, went right to the front of the rim. Kobe was watching him. He pointed to the corner, said, throw it to the corner and get me the ball inside. That's exactly what they did.
Will Crawford, the baseline official, checking with Bernie Fryer as the whistle was blown. And a timeout is called. A holding foul being indicated on Tyronn Lue.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal, once again, when he gets it that deep, there's nothing you can do. Great entry pass, early offense. The Lakers by 6.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Jerry there?
Yeah. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? So what's going on?
You don't want to know.
Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
Introducing the all-new 270 horsepower Chevy Trailblazer, the most powerful mid-size sport utility in the world. It's one strong SUV. The new 2002 Chevy Trailblazer, like a rock.
Change things up.
Now with our new taste menu, you can always find new and different tastes at McDonald's. Because, hey, variety is the smile of life.
What's my name?
Shaq! Bad has never been better.
Heard you quit. You think that makes me less dangerous?
Now meet the man. Samuel L. Jackson is Shaq. Buy it today on video and DVD.
We going to a birthday party. Thank you. That is very nice. The most outstanding birthday ever.
was overcome with joy in capturing her first Grand Slam title. Will Queen Venus rule center court again? Wimbledon. Coverage begins June 30th on NBC.
For 2 days, Tiger Woods has struggled to find his game. Can he bounce back to defend golf's greatest championship? The U.S. Open tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern on NBC.
So, Marv, you want to play against Shaquille O'Neal? Well, yes. you better be ready, because this guy's going to bring a load with him. See here, this is early in the series. Dikembe Mutombo taking a shot in the face by Shaquille. Look at him lift him up off the floor. He's at a 45-degree angle here now as he turns and powers through him on his way to the basket. Once again, this was the other night. Powers through that left arm, catches him right in the jaw, and then goes up with a powerful finish that is unstoppable. And then today, what has happened already, we've seen it once again. There he is lifting Dikembe off the floor with a powerful finish. Shaq starting to heat up now. He has 14 points on 6 of 10 shooting and 5 rebounds. So looking to work himself into this game after what would be a slow start for him.
Shaq with only 1 foul thus far in this first half. He did foul out of game 3 in foul difficulty in game 2. Finished with 5 in game 2. Allen Iverson with his first points of this second quarter has 13 for the night, and the Lakers are up by 4. Derek Fisher is back. Fisher and Bryant in the backcourt. Fox, Morey, and O'Neal up front. Kobe got the baseline cut off by Jones. Goes right back at him. And is fouled.
Well, Kobe is struggling from the field, and when you do that, you want to get to the foul line. Remember, Marv, in game 1, when the Lakers lost their only game of the playoffs, Kobe only got to the line 1 time on a technical. Now he's working to get inside, put the pressure on the defense. You get to that line, you get some free throws, maybe get a couple fast breaks, and then that jumper starts to fall. That's how you work yourself back into the game. Kobe shooting 2.
Kobe does have 5 rebounds, 4 assists, so he is doing it in other areas. Well, Fear Factor is NBC's newest prime-time game. Every Monday, 6 people facing 3 terrifying challenges in a battle of sheer nerve. That's Fear Factor, Mondays at 8, 7 Central on NBC. Coming up at halftime, the rock band Sugar Ray. And a pass from Iverson broken up as we approach 5 minutes remaining. In this first half, the Lakers with the ball, and they lead by 6. The Los Angeles Lakers looking to conclude matters tonight for a second straight NBA championship. The alley-oop for O'Neal. Rick Fox right on target.
When the emotion is out of the game like it is now, it comes to execution. The Sixers are starting to get a little flat right now. They need a score.
Lakers with their biggest lead of the night. They now lead by 8. Here's Hill. Well, Tyrone Hill, 4 for 6 from the floor. He has 9 points. None of the 76er players feel that Tyrone had been distracted throughout the playoff run, worrying about his father, who had been ill. Father was recently discharged from a hospital a couple of weeks after having a stroke. Here's Hill. And O'Neal with the rebound. Tyrone Hill during the regular season averaged 10 points, 9 rebounds, and coming into tonight only 6 for 20 from the field. Again, O'Neal getting down deep. Horry able to steal that rebound. He's wide open. It's an unusual shot for Horry.
He's too close to the basket.
Bryant for 3. Yes. So Kobe Bryant with his first field goal. He missed his 5 previous shots.
See, how many times have we seen second shots lead to those open threes? Marv, you can't get to a guy when you're scrambling to get on the boards. Lakers quietly pulling themselves out to a 9-point lead. Larry Brown recognizing his team getting a little flat. He's going to try to give him a rest, come out of the timeout, get him a set.
Hello, baby. Sure glad to have you home.
too long. Come right in and tell me how you've been. I sure missed you since you've been gone.
More best friends depend on Chevy.
Yes, you're looking swell.
We'll be there.
Eddie's back.
Make an appointment.
What are you getting all bent out of shape for?
To put the wild.
Oh! You sure you just had ice cream?
Back in wildlife.
What are you drinking?
Gatorade.
Gatorade make wine now?
Dr. Dolittle 2. Rated PG. June 22nd.
Introducing new Armor All Protectant Wipes. Armor All Shine and Protection now in a wipe.
Caldo, calduccio, caldissimo. Aspetta,
Wouldn't it be great if you could buy anything, anywhere, with your cell phone? Wireless e-business, coming from IBM.
We test dehydration under extreme conditions. We test how the brain works when the body is fatigued. We test over and over in a real lab with real athletes with a very focused goal of improving athletic performance. It's called the Gatorade Sports Science Institute. You can look it up.
Ahmad Rashad in Philadelphia. Coming up on Net Zero at the half, we'll have first half insights from Kevin and PJ. We'll also have a report on the U.S. Open, where the big story has been the struggles of Tiger Woods. Plus, we'll bring you a special live performance here in the arena from the group Sugar Ray. Now back to Marv and Doug.
All right, thanks, Ahmad. And the 76ers were told with yet another injury problem. Let's check in with Lewis Johnson.
All right, Marv, thank you. Back by the 76ers locker room where George Lynch is right now. You remember he came back in Game 5 playing with a fracture of his left foot that was not completely healed. But as the game progressed early on here, you see George Lynch taking off his shoe, having problems. Well, I've been told that the injury is not the fracture, but he now has a sprained toe, the baby toe on his left foot. He's had the toe x-rayed. It's negative. It is sprained. They're icing him. They'll retape him. George Lynch wants to try and get back out here for the game. Marv?
All right, Lewis, it is a 9-point Laker lead. 3:15 remaining in this first half. Mutombo thought he was fouled. Rick Fox open. O'Neal able to keep it alive. Oh, beautiful backdoor pass, but Fox came up short on the reverse. Eric Snow pushing it. Rodney Buford on the floor for the first time. That's Buford with the ball, and he fires.
Marv, we talked about Allen Iverson when he picked up his third foul in the first quarter. How would that affect his team? Since that point in time, they've been outscored 27-13. He has lost his rhythm, and so has the team.
And the Lakers have killed the Sixers from the three-point line. They're 6 of 8 from downtown. Illegal defense called for the first time against the 76ers. And at the foul line, the Lakers 13 of 14, while the 76ers once again have struggled 4 for 9 at the line. Two and a half remaining in this first half. Here's Bryant. Kobe is now 1 for 7 from the field. Fox able to break it up. That was intended for Buford.
Well, one of the things the Lakers have done as the series has gone on, they have really concentrated on their transition defense, taking away easy scores by the Sixers. If the Sixers don't steal the ball, get in the open court and get layups, it's very difficult for them.
Iverson. Allen Iverson from downtown. He has 16 points. That's his second 3. And the Lakers now lead by 6. O'Neal. Rebounded by Buford, who can lead. Iverson penetrates.
He scores in bunches. He'll miss 4 or 5 in a row. That's not going to deter him. He's going to keep firing. A little 5-point spurt here. And once again, the Sixers are within 4.
Bryant with the spin. 76ers. So it's Laker ball with 1:36 to go in this first half. And the Sixers, off a flurry by Iverson, are now within 4. Fox will put it in play. O'Neal. And deflected out by Buford. So the Lakers now have 18 on the shot clock. 76ers hoping to extend this series to a 6th game back in Los Angeles on Monday night. Kevin Ollie replacing Allen Iverson, sits down with 18 points. Fox trying the element of surprise with that inbounds and a foul. Shaq was held, and he'll go to the line. Both teams are over the foul limit.
Well, Allen Iverson gets hot. He scores 2 straight baskets. He pulls back and he hits a 3. And he follows it up with a great drive over Shaquille O'Neal. He is so good at this shot. This little teardrop floater. He uses the backboard to soften that shot up. He scores 5 straight points. Now, the reason Larry Brown took him out, he was going to go offense, defense. He does not want him to pick up his 4th foul. So anytime there's a stoppage, he'll try to get him back in for his offense.
And now he is checked back in after sitting down as Shaq goes to the line. Iverson back on the floor. The foul was called on Eric Snow. Shaquille O'Neal now 2 of 3 at the line. Had a off performance in game 4, just 8 for 16 at the line. So it's Philadelphia ball. They're down by only 4. 1:20 left in the half. And the call against Fisher. That is his 2nd. The Sixers to the line with the Lakers over the limit.
The importance of getting to the foul line for the 76ers. Watch Fisher now as Iverson comes off this screen. He's going to grab him right there. And the referee's standing right beside him, and he watches it. Many instances, they'll let that contact go. Sometimes they'll call it. You have to read what the officials are doing. And again, Iverson on one of those little runs that he needs to get his team, back in this game. They were down 9 at 49-40. They're trying to close this as they go into half. It will be very important.
Iverson with 6 straight points for the 76ers and has 19. Larry Brown telling us prior to the game that the 76ers, looks like Dikembe Mutombo has drawn blood, and he'll be replaced by Matt Geiger.
I can't imagine how he would draw blood. He's only playing against Shaq. I mean, you honestly think that he could do that, Mark?
Here's Geiger coming on for the first time. Dikembe's been smacked around pretty good, I'd have to say, as Shaq would be the first to admit. Back in game 2, suffered a cut on his tongue, took 3 stitches after the game.
Allen Iverson has to be very, very careful here this last minute. He cannot get his 4th foul.
It's a 3-point Laker lead. O'Neal going right at Geiger, and the foul is called.
That's a great foul. Matt Geiger comes into the game for Mutombo. You get that deep in the post. Shaq has just missed 2 free throws. Foul him and make him go back to that free throw line.
And here comes Dikembe, changing the jersey, making his way over to the scorer's table. O'Neal 2 for 4 from the line. Looks like he has that stroke back. Reminder coming up at halftime, a special live performance by the rock band Sugar Ray. That'll be at halftime.
Hope Sugar Ray paid attention and doesn't come out in a Laker jersey tonight like Destiny's Child did. Great singing group, but Sixer fans did not like the 2 of them had Laker jerseys on. Let them know about it. So I hope Sugar Ray was paying attention to that, Mark.
I'm told Sugar Ray will get some help because team president Pat Coachy will be introducing them at halftime. Just under 1 minute remaining in the half. Iverson. Fisher breaks down, chased by Snow, and has to reset it. The Lakers with a 50-46 lead. Here's Bryant.
Oh, what a spectacular play. Harvey fumbled the ball, but his footwork was brilliant to turn and hit that shot.
Allen Iverson felt that he traveled. Snow will go to the line.
Iverson has 3 fouls. He cannot get his 4th. Kobe recognizes that, so where does he go? Right to the front of the rim, fumbles the pass, but look at the gorgeous footwork to swing away from the defense with that little half hook. And Kobe's got the entire package, Marv. I call him in the open the most complete player on the perimeter in the NBA. That's a combination of his playmaking skills, his ability to score, but also he's an all-league defender.
Eric Snow hits his first free throw. That's Kevin Ollie checking back in. Larry Brown not taking any chances. Allen Iverson will sit down. Does not want Iverson on the floor with the Lakers going back to the offense. Timeout called. 31 and 8/10 seconds left in the half. Marv Albert, Doug Collins back at First Union Center in Philadelphia as we welcome you back to Game 5 of this best-of-7 NBA Final Series. The Los Angeles Lakers, after a slow start, have a 52-47 lead. Allen Iverson looking as if he is in great pain as he took a seat on the bench.
Well, you know, that rib injury hurts. You get hit in the ribs. When I talked to Michael yesterday, he said that that's one of the most painful things he went through is a couple of those broken ribs. So
Michael who?
Michael, well, you know. Michael.
Oh, Michael, yeah. That Michael.
There's only one Michael. Come on now.
Well, he suffered the injury the other day during a workout. Shaq handling the ball, had it knocked away from behind. Last touch by the 76ers. How will those bruised ribs affect Michael's return in terms of getting back in time to be able to attract free agents?
Well, he just said it's basically going to delay his decision for a couple months. But when talking to him, you see Kobe once again in the post. When talking to him, he's very committed to once he gets over this injury to coming back and getting himself in the kind of shape he thinks he needs to play. So he'll be ready.
Timeout is called by the Sixers. We'll be right back.
Beautiful car.
200 horsepower, V6 engine. It's got your name written all over it. You like it?
I love it.
I feel a test drive coming on. You ready? I'm ready.
I'm done. I want this car. I will take this car.
You've got to take it for a test drive.
No, I'm going to take the car. I want it.
Let's put this thing on the road.
Let's go for a test drive. Test drive over. I want the car.
Chevy Impala.
I love this car.
We'll be there.
19 and 1/10 second remaining in the first half. It's the Lakers with a 52-48 lead on the 76ers, and it is Philadelphia ball as we resume. Allen Iverson checking back in with the Sixers. Back to the offense. 19 points for Iverson. 7 of 16 from the field. And there's no question he is playing despite the pain from the bruised ribs.
Well, we showed a while ago all the minutes that he has played. They will take their toll when you play with the energy and getting all the contact he does. How many times does he get knocked down during the course of a game?
Final seconds of the half. Here's the double on Iverson, and it's a kick ball. Iverson was looking for Ollie.
See, now Aaron McKee's going to come back in the game with three fouls to give them another shooter on the floor if they double team. Now, who is Shaq going to guard? With that said, looks like Ron Harper's going to come in, probably take Shaq out of the game. It's a big possession here right now. If the Sixers can score, three-pointer, they cut it to 1. A two-pointer cuts it to 2. They'll be right there. So both coaches playing a little chess game here right now to finish the half.
Both teams now going small. Iverson checking the clock. Iverson putting the move on. Fisher has to force one up. Played very well by Derek Fisher. And that is the end of the first half. Fisher would not allow the good look. At halftime here in Philadelphia, it's the Lakers with a 52-48 lead. You can see Allen Iverson leaning to his right, favoring the rim as he heads back to the locker room. Let's go to Lewis Johnson.
Marv, thanks a lot. Tyrone Hill, you have struggled throughout the entire series, but tonight you look different. You've got 9 points. You're awfully active. How have you changed things in this Game 5?
I just got to just be more relaxed and go out there and have fun and, quit pressing the issue. And, when you try too hard, usually good things don't happen. I just got to go out there, just play, and just let things come to me.
For the first time in 3 games, the 76ers are not down big going into the half. How important this is as you prepare for the last half of the game, in particular the fourth quarter when things have slipped away?
I mean, it's important. We just got to keep our mental focus. Guys are a little tired, a little beat up. It would have been a tough series for us throughout the whole playoffs, but, we just got to hang in there.
All right. Thanks, Tyrone.
Okay.
Marv?
All right, Lewis. Shaquille O'Neal is the high-point man with 17 along with 8 rebounds. Quiet first half for Kobe Bryant, 2 for 10 from the field, 11 points, does have 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Coming up, Net Zero at the half. Ahmad, Kevin, and PJ with their thoughts on the first half, plus a special live performance by Sugar Ray. You're watching the NBA Finals on NBC.
Introducing the all-new Silverado Heavy Duty. The most powerful heavy-duty pickup you can get. Silverado Heavy Duty. More truck from Chevy.
What the heck is going on down here? Am I in the right place? I thought it would be hotter.
How is this possible?
Wow, Jim Young actually bought a round?
Jim!
Thought you'd never see the day? Grab a Miller Lite. It's Miller time.
Hey, Rhonda! It's me, Anthony! You want to get together later? The doctor said it's not contagious!
Now, Sprite.com makes it easier to buy just about anything you want. Under every cap is a free Sprite or Rocket Cash. Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash. Buy what you want.
Looking for new and different? NBC's got it. Every Monday, Fear Factor. 6 real people compete against their fears.
Oh my God.
Wow. And each other.
Oh my God!
Then brand new Weakest Link.
Who has a brain? Only a mother could love.
All new Fear Factor and Weakest Link. It all starts 8, 7 Central, NBC Monday.
Welcome to Net Zero. At the half, Net Zero Defenders of the Free World. Introducing Net Zero Platinum, the ultimate internet. Call 1-800-DEFENDER today.
At the half, it is the Lakers leading the Sixers by 4 in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Ahmad Rashad along with Kevin and PJ as we take a look at the first half. If the Sixers are going to go, they are not going to go easy as we saw in the first half.
They're going to go kicking and fighting. They came out this game playing with a sense of urgency. They went with a small lineup. It really allowed them to pick up their defensive pressure. They're shooting a better field goal percentage. And as Doug Collins alluded to, they're a much better team when they don't have to play from behind all game long. So look for Philadelphia to still have a lot of energy. They're getting good production out of Tyrone Hill, which is good to see.
How about the Lakers, though, Ahmad? 7
7 different Lakers score in the first quarter, 6-1 3-point field goals. They've been living on that three-point line, and they're 14-7 on the free throw line. Philly playing extremely well. The Lakers are just too good, and their transition defense is exceptional.
All right, PJ, time now for a special live performance from Lava Atlantic recording artist Sugar Ray. The group will be performing their latest hit single called When It's Over. And right now, let's go to Sixers president Pat Croce.
Yo, Philly! Please welcome my buddies who I invited in our house. Give it up for Sugar Ray!
What's up, Philly? Thanks for having us in your house. Here we go.
Sugar Ray at halftime. It's the Lakers over the Sixers by 4. We'll be back in just a moment with a report on today's second round of the U.S. Open. You're watching Net Zero at the half.
How can we help our kids achieve? The answer is an open book.
If you open up a book, you can go anywhere in this world you want to go.
Whether it's a simple bedtime story.
The book I have is called How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight?
Or reading to others. They'll be captivated with every turn of the page. And with a click of a mouse, a computer becomes a portal to the world. So encourage a lifelong love of reading. Read to achieve.
Everyone loves Shrek.
Thank you very much.
Newsweek proclaims it's smart, hilarious, and delightful. People magazine calls it monstrously clever.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
Us Weekly says it's hilarious and brilliant. Rolling Stone raves it's a world-class charmer. You'll be a believer too. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, John Lithgow. Shrek. What's not to like? Good question. Rated PG. Now playing everywhere.
We test dehydration under extreme conditions. We test how the brain works when the body is fatigued. We test over and over in a real lab with real athletes with the very focused goal of improving athletic performance. It's called the Gatorade Sports Science Institute. You can look it up.
Coming to NBC Tuesday, they're not your average parents.
I want to be bad.
Hot double dog diggity.
They're not your average kids.
I'm burning! Whoa, I wash my hands in there.
And it's not your average high school.
Oh, yeah. Henry?
Karen Culkin, Will Friedle, and Andy Dick.
I see dead people.
Go Fish. It's new, it's different, it's coming to NBC Tuesday.
What if you could use a bunch of hidden cameras to get revenge? Or just freak people out? You could set up anything. Like have your friends arrested for espionage.
I'm not a criminal, man. I'm an idiot.
Leave some dude in a loaded tank.
That's my car!
Or teach that bad boy driver a lesson. You've never seen hidden cameras do this. Spy TV premieres Thursday after Friends.
Halftime here in Philadelphia, and now for a report on the second round of the U.S. Open. Let's go to Dan Hicks.
Thanks, Samad. Southern Hills Country Club in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the 101st United States Open Championship. Let's update you on the second round play today, and we'll begin with Tiger Woods and his drive for 5 straight major titles. And after finishing up his first round with that 74, struggles continued. The miss at the par 5 fifth. He would drop to +6, and it was a struggle until the 12th for birdie at the par 4. He added another one at 13, but another bogey at 16 left him at +5. So a second round 71 for Tiger, and he is 9 shots off the pace.
I went out there and I grinded my way all the way around the golf course for 2 days, and I'm proud of the way I hung in there. I've got myself out of trouble and made some big pars.
You think you can get it turned around and still win this championship?
I hope so. Hopefully I can go out there tomorrow and post a good number, very similar to what Brooks is doing right now. If I can shoot a good solid round like that, then I can move up this board.
Well, the man Tiger speaks of, Mark Brooks, who fired a 64 today, won off the low 18-hole open record. He's at 4 under, along with South African Retief Goosen, who fired a second round 70, and 40-year-old journeyman J.L. Lewis, who has turned in a pair of 68s. But just behind that trio, some major firepower. Former #1 player in the world, David Duval, who finished with a birdie at the difficult 18th. 69 for him as Duval is at 1 under. 21-year-old Spaniard Sergio Garcia continuing to ride a wave of hot play. His birdie at 13, that got him to 2 under par. And then Phil Mickelson at even par when he arrived at the par 3 6th, 173 yards away with an 8-iron. And slam dunk. The ace, part of a second round 69 for Mickelson, who, like David Duval, is in search of his first major championship. So there is the lead shared by Brooks, Goosen, and Lewis, Garcia and Sink 2 back, Mickelson and Duval 3 back. Other notables include Davis Love III, Paul Azinger, and Colin Montgomery, 5 shots off the pace. And there is Tiger Woods trying to dig his way out of a 9-shot deficit. See if Tiger can begin the miracle comeback as our third round coverage continues tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Time. Now back to the NBA Finals and Ahmad.
All right, Dan, a lot of great golf coming up tomorrow. Coming up next, it's the second half of Game 5. The Lakers lead the Sixers by 4. Thanks for joining us on Net Zero at the half.
This has been Net Zero at the half. Net Zero, defenders of the free world. Introducing Net Zero Platinum, the ultimate internet. Visit www.netzero.net today.
To catch the perfect criminal, you need police who can get under their skin. Shoot this rat and join the family. You're in.
Well, I thought this was going to be hard.
From the producers of Aaron Brockovich.
Somebody's been talking to the cops.
And the writer of Armageddon.
I gotta kill everybody in this room, starting with you.
You see Undercover, NBC Sundays this fall.
They say laughter is the best medicine, especially when it's your first day as a doctor. Scrubs coming this fall to NBC.
The 260 horsepower Acura CL Type S.
There are lots of ways to equip a car. And right now, when you buy a new 2001 Chevy Cavalier, we'll give you $2,500 cash back. So you can equip your Cavalier any way you like.
Bonus!
The $2,500 Chevy Cavalier bonus. See your Chevy dealer today for residency and other restrictions. But hurry, the $2,500 Chevy Cavalier bonus ends July 2nd.
Circuit City makes it easy to find the perfect gift for Father's Day. And Dad's gift could be free when you play the Perfect Gift Giveaway. Get your free game card today at any participating Circuit City store for your chance to scratch it, match it, and win it. Hundreds of prizes are up for grabs, from big screen TVs and laptop computers to digital camcorders, Palm Pilots, MP3 players, and more. All when you scratch it, match it, and win it right now at Circuit City.
The all-new 2002 Ford Explorer knows no boundaries. Completely redesigned with a roomier interior, available third-row seating, a more powerful engine, enhanced safety features, and a smoother ride. The 2002 Ford Explorer is here, part of the most complete line of SUVs on the planet. And now, for a limited time, get special financing as low as 0.9 or cash back up to $2,250 on Ford SUVs. See your local Ford dealer today.
Warm and humid with a few scattered showers this evening.
Welcome back to Philadelphia. Marv Albert, Doug Collins. Lakers with a 4-point lead as we head to the second half. You see Shaq leading the way, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Iverson with 19 points. But, Doug, there's no question the major concern for the 76ers, the injury status of Allen Iverson.
Well, he'd gotten off to such a great start, and then he picked up his third foul. And when he did, they lost a lot of the momentum they had. This is where he got hurt. The loose ball. Tried to pick it up, and you can see him talking that he think I hurt my ribs. I hurt my ribs. You see him holding his side, and as he walked in at halftime looking for the team doctor, said, I need to have you take a look at me. So this is a major concern right now for the Philadelphia 76ers. They can't win if he's not healthy.
All right, and for more on Allen Iverson, let's check in with Lewis Johnson. Lewis?
All right, Mark, back by the 76ers locker room. Boy, it's been busy back here as the team physicians and trainers work on Allen Iverson. What they did, Mark, was they took an x-ray of him and they took a shot of him right over here on the right side, and what they found out is he has a contusion in an area it's called the flank, the right flank. that's just below the ribs. Now they've iced him up, and what the word that I have at the moment is that after the ice, he will be able to come back out and play. But he does have a contusion there just below his right ribs, but still available to play. In pain, but back. Marv?
All right, Lewis. Allen Iverson played 21 out of possible 24 minutes in that first half, going 7 for 17 for his 19 points. Back with the second half in a moment.
NBCI.com has your exclusive sneak previews of NBC's hot new shows, like Crossing Jordan. Jill Hennessy stars as a medical examiner who does things her own way.
What do you think you're doing?
He didn't kill her.
From the studio of Aaron Brockovich and the writer of Armageddon, you see Undercover. And a new Law & Order, Criminal Intent. Now see the crime through the eyes of the criminal. Go to NBCI.com for exclusive sneak previews of NBC's hot new shows.
The Home Depot is driving down the cost of home improvement. The difference between men and boys, where you get their toys. The Home Depot is full of toys Dad will love for Father's Day. Like this Ryobi cordless drill kit for $39.97, this Charbroil Quickset grill for just $139, this rigid wet-dry vac with detachable blower for just $99. Or let Dad choose with a Home Depot gift card. Father's Day is Sunday, and you'll find the perfect gift at the Home Depot.
You ready for a cold one? Yeah. Is that cold enough for you? It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Brewed at the edge of freezing to lock in that Rocky Mountain cold taste. Coors Light. Ah, tasty.
Who ate all the cheese curls? That's ridiculous.
Cammie was always a great skater. All Cammie ever wanted was a shot at the Olympics.
She had this little move she used to do. Yeah, that's the one.
Cammie Granado, captain of the U.S. women's hockey team.
Okay, so she was a little different.
The complete Olympics from the networks of NBC.
Well, Allen Iverson getting a good luck kiss from one of his kids as he looks to the second half, making adjustments, bothered by the bruised ribs. Let's go over to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Marv. I spoke to Kobe Bryant. He said that the team played their worst half in the final since the first half of Game 1. He said we're still up 4 at the half. He said we didn't shoot very well, only 38%. We're still up by 4. He says we got to keep our heads together. Let's not allow the emotion of the building and the 76ers to take over, and we need to keep them off the offensive boards. I'm very happy with our position considering the way we played. Marv?
And Kobe only 2 for 10 in his 22 minutes. The Lakers 16 of 42 for the 38, as Jim mentioned. Sixers 20 for 45, so they shoot 44%, but the Lakers with a decisive edge of the foul line and also hitting 3, 6 for 9 from downtown. Here's Kobe. The play by McKee to get it away from Fox. Lakers with that 4-point lead as this third quarter gets underway. Allen Iverson hanging in, being played aggressively by Derek Fisher. Beats him off the dribble, rejected by O'Neal.
The Sixers have to come with that same energy they started the game with. They cannot dig themselves a hole.
Fisher for 3. Derek Fisher from downtown. And that's his third 3.
Larry Brown is going to have to really watch his team, Marv. If the Lakers score a couple times, he's going to have to take some timeouts. He's got to control this game right now.
Mutombo fed by McKee, and he's fouled. O'Neal with his second.
Here's Derek Fisher right here, and on the penetration by Kobe, he's just going to kick the ball right back to him. See him pull the defenders. 3 guys go to his penetration, and Fisher squares it up. Those are the kind of shots he got against San Antonio when he went 15 of 20 in that series, set a record for 3-point field goals made in a 4-game series.
Dikembe Mutombo at the line for the first time. See the numbers on Derek Fisher. The Lakers now 7 of 10 from 3-point range.
An interesting statistic as we see Mutombo at the line. The 76ers 28 points in the paint in the first half. The Lakers only 18. Normally that has been the other way. So even with them controlling the paint, they still trail.
Lakers have a 6-point edge. They open up with Bryant, Fisher in the backcourt. O'Neal, Grant, Fox up front. Shot clock at 5. Kobe able to recover. Rebounded by Grant. Horace Grant overshoots, but Bryant able to come away with it.
Wow. Kobe Bryant. Mark, what hustle. Missed his first 3 shots of the quarter. He just wanted that ball and got it back and was able to knock it down. What a great play.
Lakers now lead 57-49. And the foul is called on Grant. For Horace, it is his second.
When you are trying to get back in the game, you've got to come up with every loose ball you can see. Horace Grant takes it away from Tyrone Hill. Now watch Kobe just wrestle this ball away and muscle it back into the basket, looking for something to get him going.
McKee eluding Fox. And then a foul is called as Hill got involved with Grant. Tyrone Hill called for his second personal. Doug, you look back to the Western Conference run by the Lakers to the brink of repeating. Winning another title. The Lakers won their 3 elimination games by an average of 16 points. 2 of their 3 previous series against Portland and Sacramento were clinched on the road. They have gone 7-0 on the road in this playoff run, and Kobe Bryant beginning to feel it.
See, that's what happens. You get yourself a hustle basket, you come right back, and you get that little spinner on the baseline.
Lakers open up a 10-point lead. Eric Snow, Sixers are getting their shots. Not able to hit.
This is danger time.
Fisher. Rebounded by Grant. And a foul. Horace Grant doing a terrific job.
Well, the question is, are the Sixers out of gas? I mean, we talked about, Mark, before the game in our open, this game was not going to be about energy or hustle or any of those things. It was going to be about execution. Right now, the Sixers look like a very tired team. The Lakers are beating them to every loose ball to start this third period.
Horace Grant running for his 4th NBA championship. A member of 3 title teams with the Chicago Bulls. It's been 8 years, though, between championships for Horace, who came over in that 4-team trade from the Seattle Sonics.
Well, I tell you, I feel old watching Horace Grant. I was his first coach when he was a rookie. He and Scottie Pippen came in. What careers those 2 guys have had. Championships, and to watch them grow and blossom into these kind of players has really been amazing.
Here's Snow just firing one up. Snow on the recovery. Lakers with a 60-51 lead. 3 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Good play by Snow, and then fouled by Bryant.
Kobe's got to be aware that anytime Eric Snow is in the game, he's going to be tracking that ball. Eric Snow makes a very difficult shot at the basket, but does not quit on the play, gets up off the floor, and then knocks in that little 8 to 10 foot jumper on the baseline.
Iverson, yes. So Iverson is now 8 of 19. He has 21 points. The Sixers down by 7. Here's Fox getting the step and draws the foul.
Rick Fox will surprise you with his quickness. That time he saw an opening and took it right to the basket. Allen Iverson always working off the basketball. You see Derek Fisher go for the steal, and he sort of slides to that open area on the baseline to knock in that jump shot. Works so well without the basketball. And Marv, it's interesting because in college he had the ball so much in his hands. He did the same thing when he came into the league early. but they really have made him into a two-guard, and he has learned so well how to move without that ball and use those screens.
And Tyrone Hill, who has emerged as an important player for the Sixers tonight, picked up his 4th. So he sits down. 3 fouls the last 95 seconds committed by Tyrone Hill, bringing on Matt Geiger as his replacement. Lewis Johnson reporting that George Lynch, suffering that sprained toe in the first half, will not make a return tonight. Iverson for 3. Geiger and Bryant in a battle, and the foul is called on Bryant.
Well, they're going to need some play from Matt Geiger. Now, he has had games where he's come in like in game 1. He had 5 field goals, gave him 10 points off the bench in the victory. He's come in, hit some shots, but he's gotten himself in foul trouble. Marv, he can only play in spurts, so for 5-6 minutes, he has got to give his team something.
Well, in this instant, Matt Geiger not matched with Shaquille O'Neal. He's matched up with Horace Grant. Mutombo turned back by O'Neal. Snow had it stripped. Crowd looking for a foul on the Lakers. Play by McKee getting up in the face of Fisher, preventing the three-point attempt. Here's Bryant able to post up. Rebound O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal with 19 points.
Well, it was great recognition by Kobe. Iverson was on him on the switch. He went into the post. He missed a little jumper, but once again, that offensive rebound, that quickness to the ball by the Lakers here that we've seen the entire third period.
Snow draws the foul. That's 3 on Kobe Bryant.
Kobe's getting a little anxious here. He's got to make sure he calms himself down. He's talked about before the game staying in the moment. And, you know, Marv, it looks like he's trying to think about getting that little knockout punch here to get the Sixers down by double digits, as they are right now by 11, but trying to increase that lead. He's just got to be very, very careful right there. Just take his time.
And Kobe has tried to downplay the fact how much this means to him winning the series here in his hometown, Philadelphia. Grew up in the suburbs, Lower Merion. As you know, as a one-time member of the Philadelphia 76ers, he literally grew up across the way in the hallways of the Spectrum, playing with children of Lionel Hollins and Julius Erving, just kind of hanging around.
That's right.
His dad, Joe Bryant, a member of the 76ers. Here's Kobe with a strong move against Matt Geiger.
Switch out on that screen, and Geiger just does not have the foot speed. Normally, Mutombo wants to come over and block that shot, but he knows if he doesn't get it, he's got Shaquille there on that offensive backboard. He just does not want to leave him.
Lakers have an 11-point lead. Now Geiger operates at the high post. Shot clock at 6. Mutombo surprised to find the ball in his hands. It was very close to a traveling violation. Phil Jackson is upset. Calls a timeout with 6:45 to go in the third, and the Laker lead now 9 points.
Kobe Bryant with that high screen roll, just going to turn the corner. Allen Iverson just sort of waves at him, does not get in front of him, gets all the way to the front of the rim, and then the penetration, the pass to Mutombo, he fumbles and he scores, and Phil Jackson took that timeout, very upset at Kobe that he got beat off the dribble by Eric Snow.
Michael against Russell. Jordan a drive. Fires. Yes!
On the streets.
It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
It's not who you know.
My brother likes you. Usually he doesn't like anybody.
It's how fast you can go. Smoke 'em. The Fast and the Furious. Rated PG-13 at theaters Friday, June 22nd.
Let it out, y'all. The Joy Pepsi, y'all.
yourself, Angus.
Rear seats that fold down to create over 67 cubic feet of cargo space and an all-too-convenient retractable tray table.
Good dog.
The CR-V from Honda.
CD, $15. Baseball tickets,
Two, please.
$60. Abstract painting, $3,000. Express checkout on the web, priceless. The MasterCard e-wallet. Online checkout is now one click away. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Get one at MasterCard.com.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Honda, a winning lineup of cars, sport utility vehicles, and minivans. By the joy of Pepsi. By Universal Pictures, The Fast and the Furious. If you have what it takes, you can have it all. In theaters June 22nd. And by Adidas, Forever Sport.
Over the past 75 years, millions of people have watched the Goodyear blimps hovering over special events. The Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company has dispatched the spirit of Goodyear to the city of brotherly love to carry on that proud tradition. Just a moment ago, Eric Snow got the step to set it up for Dikembe Mutombo. Phil Jackson upset that Snow was able to beat Kobe Bryant. Had some words, took the timeout. Kobe with a little pat in the direction of the head coach as if to say, yep, I got it. Phil Jackson's winning ways began in his playing days as a member of the Knicks' 1970 and 73 title teams. Vintage footage of Phil following his playing career. He coached in the CBA, won a title with the Albany Patroons in 1984. Then in 91, won the first of 6 championships with the Bulls during the Michael Jordan era. And last season, Jackson made his way to Los Angeles to help bring along the combo of Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, culminating in his 9th NBA championship as both a player and a coach, and try to pick up number 10 with the Lakers this season.
Well, a brilliant coach, and as long as this team stays together, Kobe and Shaq, and he stays here, he could set a lot of records on championships, shatter all coaching records, and he has done a magnificent job throughout his career.
Horace Grant is fouled that bailed out the Lakers. Well, we're looking at very elite company here. Red Auerbach, 9 NBA championships, 10 years. Casey Stengel, 7 World Series titles. Vince Lombardi with 5 in 7 years. National Hockey League, Scotty Bowman winning 5 NHL Stanley Cups. Phil Jackson is 1 win away from another title, making a move on Arnold Red Auerbach.
Well, you think about it now, he won 3 in a row in Chicago. That team broke up a little bit when Michael decided to take a little time away. So Michael comes back and he wins it 3 more times in a row with a different group of guys. Takes a year off, comes here to LA, wins 1 last year. Looks like he's going to win number 2. Incredible what he's done.
And last touch by Rick Fox. Red Auerbach, 9 NBA championships. Head coach of the Boston Celtics, followed by Phil Jackson. John Cutler of the old Minneapolis Lakers. In fact, for the Lakers, this is the 26th trip to the finals, the most appearances in NBA history. They won 12 championships, 7 in LA and 5 in Minneapolis. And Aaron McKee coughs it up.
Well, you see, Aaron got right into the heart of the defense, thought he had a passing lane at the last minute. Everybody backed away to take that pass away, and he was too far underneath the basket, had no place to go.
Lakers with the ball, up by 10 with just under 6 remaining in the third. O'Neal, it's a traveling violation.
Like the Sixer fans go, finally, you call it traveling. There's a little hop step. Shaq just out of rhythm on that play. Normally gets that little 2-foot step and goes right into a shot. That time he was out of sync.
now going with Eric Snow at the point, has the three guards on the floor. Snow, Iverson, and McKee. The big men, Mutombo and Geiger. Iverson for three. Yes! So the Laker lead is now 7. Light pressure being shown by the Sixers. And as the series has progressed, the Lakers handling the pressure more effectively. Iverson deflects it out.
Well, they only had 3 turnovers in the first half. Speaking of the Lakers, it led to 2 points. And remember, in game 1, they had 19 that led to 25 points. So as the series has gone on, they've done less dribbling, more passing, and it's been much more effective for them.
And what has helped the ball handling of Rick Fox, who's come up high, along with Robert Horry. 24-second violation. And signs of a run here by the 76ers. Lakers have led by as many as 11. It's now a 7-point game. We are just under 5 minutes remaining in the third. Iverson setting it up on Fisher. Yes!
Again, he's on one of those spurts. That's exactly what he does. Misses 4 or 5 in a row, but he is not going to stop shooting.
67-62. Shaq on the follow, and he is fouled. And Matt Geiger and Shaquille O'Neal having won.
Well, Shaq's got to get away from Matt Geiger. Matt Geiger, you know, would take that trade-off any day if he could get Shaq upset and out of this ball game. But Shaq's just got to walk away from that. A technical foul on the play.
Looks like double technical on Geiger and O'Neal.
You don't want to get the big guy fired up. But remember what happened after game 3. He was upset, thought Dikembe was flopping, came out and had a huge game. And you see Geiger coming over to talk to him, and Shaq having a little bit of say himself there, double technical. So again, it looks like a harmless play, but if Shaq gets another technical, he would be out of the game, as would Matt Geiger. So he's got to stay away from another technical.
O'Neal 3 of 6 at the line. Coming into tonight, Shaq's had his ups and downs at the free throw line. Wednesday night, 8 for 16. And you can see how he's changed the stroke.
It's one of those things where when he gets out of rhythm, he goes back to his bad habits.
The Laker lead is down to 5. Iverson had the shot blocked by Fisher. Just slow it. Iverson is able to recover that because of the bruised rib injury. Shaquille, it counts, and the foul.
Well, he just wheeled in there, and Dikembe leads with his head. He is very fortunate that he really has not gotten hurt with some of these power moves. But just watch the head of Mutombo as he leans right in there. And Shaq, with that shoulder, powers himself to the basket. Marv, I've said before, I think Shaq is the most difficult guy in the league to referee. What is a normal move and what is excessive? I don't know how you can determine that with him. He's so strong.
O'Neal completes the three-point play. Second foul called on Mutombo, and Eric Snow requests a timeout. So 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Lakers now lead by 8.
We talked about Iverson, and he needed to get 40 or more tonight. Well, going through one of these little stretches, he steps behind the line and buries a 3. And then he will follow it once again. Fisher playing excellent defense. He backs up, gets his rhythm, buries the jump shot. They get it to 5. But now the Lakers have pushed it back to an 8-point lead.
We're the bonus. Right? You got to figure out a way to get to the line.
The clock is the key that can open time itself. A power that has been buried for centuries. You can move back and forth through time. A conspiracy that threatens the future.
Eternal hell revive!
Don't stop.
Today, the biggest adventure of the summer begins.
This is where I start to have fun.
Angelina Jolie. Tomb Raider. Rated PG-13. See it today everywhere.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
Is that cold enough for you?
It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Brewed at the edge of freezing to lock in that Rocky Mountain cold taste. Coors Light. Ah, tasty.
You can drop in anytime.
Man, it's big in there. The roomy Accord from Honda.
I used to dream about having my own shoe and wondering what it would feel like to see people wearing your shoe and to be able to fit your creativity, your style, your personality all into that shoe. You're probably wondering what's in the box. And I'm probably not supposed to show you what's in the box, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway, because it's my shoe. I can do whatever I want to do. So here's a prototype for Kobe 2.
Anytime you come to Daytona, it's a big race. But this year's Pepsi 400, it's really big. Prime time on NBC. Britney Spears is the Grand Marshal. She's got a way of starting everybody's engines.
Hey, Jeff, give me a 3/4 inch socket, will you?
Very talented girl, that Britney.
The Pepsi 400 when NASCAR comes to NBC July 7th.
This is the scene at Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, a closed circuit viewing of tonight's game. And I'm told more than 18,000 turned out to watch it on the big video screen.
Well, I mean, the Laker fans have been so supportive of this team. We talked about all that they've gone through this year, but at the right time, it all clicked. Kobe, Shaq, Fisher coming back, and just everything came together at the right time. They're on a historic march here. They win tonight. What a magnificent finish to this playoff run.
A Laker team that went 56-26 in the regular season, turned it after the mediocre first half, second seed in the West, 2 games behind San Antonio. Nearly ran the table in the playoffs. The only loss to this point was the opener of this series in overtime at home. Here's McKee for Snow. Yes.
He has worked so hard to become a decent jump shooter. He wants to drive the basketball, but he knows now that with Iverson and all the double teams, he has to make that little shot.
And the Lakers overall have won 22 of their last 23 games. O'Neal is met by Geiger, and a foul is called.
Well, with Shaq shooting free throws the way he is, the one thing that the Sixers cannot do is allow him to catch the ball and dunk it. And Larry Brown does not believe in the hack-a-Shaq. And what he means by that is he doesn't believe in chasing Shaq around the floor and fouling him off the basketball. But he said, you know what, we have to take fouls in that paint area. We cannot allow Shaq to dunk the ball, but they've got to protect Mutombo because he can't take all the fouls, Marv. They have to come down and help him with other people.
And it looks like Shaq has relocated the touch. Now 5 for 10 from the line. For a moment he had the touch going. His highlight game from the foul line was game 3 this past Sunday night. He actually hit 8 of 9 at the free throw strike. There's Aaron McKee. Geiger on the save. Ends up in the hands of Fox. Bryant fouled by Snow. So Kobe will shoot 2. Both teams are over the foul limit. Eric Snow committing his 3rd. Kobe Bryant 6 for 7 from the line. He's only 5 for 16 from the field. Well, tomorrow, 1:30 Eastern Time, NBC's U.S. Open coverage will continue with the 3rd round with Tigers' troubles, David Duval, Phil Mickelson, Sergio Garcia, all in excellent position and within striking distance of claiming their first major championship. 6.5 hours of U.S. Open coverage beginning tomorrow 1:30 Eastern Time right here on NBC. Derek Fisher picks up his third. And Derek discussing it with the official Dick Bavetta. So Iverson to the line. He's 4 for 6 at the foul line. Kevin Ollie, Rodney Buford over at the scorer's table trying to check in. Iverson was about to take the free throw, and Joe Crawford ran over and said, hold it. Obviously did not affect the touch. Now here come Ollie and Buford for Snow and McKee.
Well, you sub after the first free throw when it's a two-shot foul like that. So what Larry Brown's trying to do right now is can he buy a little time for Eric Snow and Aaron McKee here at 3:15 to go, because then they're going to have a furious finish. Those guys are going to have a lot of energy. So can you buy some minutes and turn it up then in the fourth quarter and try to get this game?
Light pressure being shown by the Sixers, extending the defense. Foul is called on Buford. Rodney Buford during the regular season, toward the end of the regular season, was getting the playing time after the injury suffered by several of the Sixers. Buford had some big ball games.
He's shown the ability he can score, but that's a bad foul right there. You come in the game to buy some time. Rick Fox is dribbling the ball 20 feet away from the basket, and you foul him and put him on the free throw line. When you're trying to catch up, you cannot make those kind of plays.
Fox 6 of 6 at the line, so he has been perfect. Rick has 15. This is his best game since game 1 when he hit for 19 points. Lakers lead 75-66. Just under 3 to go in the third. Fox draws the foul. It's on Buford. So 2 bad fouls by Buford.
See that? You come in the game, keep it simple. Don't try to do anything out of the extraordinary. And here's Rodney Buford. When you throw that shoulder out, Rick Fox does a nice job. Flops back at he's behind the three-point line, so the worst thing that happens is you pop back up and guard him. But 2 bad plays there by Rodney Buford. Looks like Snow's going to come right back in the game.
Fisher looking for the screen and then pops one home. Derek Fisher with a 3. That's his 4th from downtown, and he has 12 points.
It's timely shooting, just at the right time to get the Lakers those little spurts to keep the Sixers at bay. And that's an offensive foul on Iverson lowering his shoulder. That'll be his 4th. So 3 tough fouls in a row here on the Sixers, Marv. They had cut it to a single-digit lead. And here, watch Iverson now as he pushes off of that off arm against Derek Fisher.
12-point lead for the Lakers. It is their biggest lead of the game. Timeout is taken with 2:24 left in the third.
Hi.
Ready?
So did you want to take my car?
What do you mean?
Introducing the all-new Civic Coupe from Honda. Amazing, but true.
So what do you want to get Dad?
Let's get him a big screen TV.
It's huge.
I know, it's great. We'll all sit around, watch the game.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah?
I'm seeing it.
Dad, you and Dex and me, Dad is gonna love it.
This Father's Day, shop where fathers shop for the brands they love. Get 0% on all TVs and camcorders over $4.99, like this Sony Digicam and 60-inch Mitsubishi TV.
It's Dad's chair.
We're not at home.
Finally, a great movie gets a truly great DVD. A new standard in DVD has been set. Castaway on the special edition 2-disc set.
Finally, Gatorade brings you energy in a bar. The Gatorade Energy Bar. energy to burn. What burns inside you?
I want a Turbo Ninja.
I found one!
Did you reorder those Turbo Ninjas for Store 47? I'll take care of it.
Now you can do real business from anywhere. It's not a dream. It's e-business innovation from IBM.
NASCAR is moving to NBC and TNT this July.
Just a moment ago, Derek Fisher, who has been on fire from downtown, able to shake loose on Allen Iverson, hit the three, and in downtown L.A., Staples Center, the crowd watching on closed circuit reacts to the three-pointer by Derek Fisher.
It's been the difference in the series right now. You see tonight, Lakers only shooting 34% from that two-point line, 8 of 11 from three. And, Marv, I said earlier in the telecast, I think with the changing of the rules next year, the Sixers, one thing they're going to have to do is add some perimeter shooting. They've got great defenders, but they need to have some more shooters on the floor.
Single coverage on O'Neal. Gives it up. Horace Grant, yes. 6 points for Horace.
Since the double technical, Mark, it was 67-62 when Shaq got the double technical with Geiger. They've been on a 13-4 run.
14-point advantage, biggest lead of the game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Wilford, and then try to tip it to Mutombo. Mutombo able to hustle it down. A minute 40 left in the third quarter. Pass intended for Geiger, but Bryant saw it coming. Horace Grant. Iverson just gave Rodney Buford a look.
Like, what are you doing? A couple fouls and shooting the ball?
He's fighting off his teammate, Dikembe Mutombo, for that rebound. Iverson getting the pick. A minute remaining now in this third quarter. Snow for Geiger. Yes.
That's what he's done the entire series. He's made open jump shots. He's just got to be able to stay out on the floor. But when Horry's in the game, it really hurts him with his quickness. He can play against Horace Grant and be much more effective. Horry will come in the fourth period. That's when Phil will play him.
That was the first shot taken by Geiger. Shot clock at 5. And the foul is called. Dikembe Mutombo getting the wraps on Shaquille O'Neal.
Mark, it's a subtle little thing that Shaq does. He catches the ball in the post, and if he doesn't have a shot, he throws the ball out. And when the ball is in the air, he drives his defender deeper underneath the basket, so when he catches it, he's closer to the basket. So he gets position when that ball is in the air. He drives that defender underneath the basket. All right, now watch as Shaq throws the ball out, and look where he gets it when he catches it back. He was outside the paint. When he gets it back, he's inside the paint. So he continues to work when that ball is in the air. You can't relax on him.
And as Shaq told us the other day, he can always go to that second move, third, fourth. He also said he's very quotacious. He has enjoyed himself here this week.
Well, I know one thing. He's very powerful, and he's awfully good, too.
Iverson changed his mind. Iverson sets it up for 3.
Well, that would have been a big shot. That would have cut it to 10. Now the Lakers look like they can hold it for the last shot, try to push this to 15 or 16. Sixers only 68 points in the game. Lakers defense has been awesome.
O'Neal to the hook shot. And a very friendly roll with 5 6/10 seconds remaining in the third. Eric Snow swings away. The Los Angeles Lakers with an 83-68 lead on the Philadelphia 76ers after 3 quarters. Shaquille O'Neal with 26 points to lead the way. Allen Iverson, high man for the Sixers with 28. We'll be right back after these words from your local station.
So, Jenny, there'll be chaperones at this dance, right?
Yes, Dad.
Well, I hope you two have a good time tonight.
Don't worry. I know how to treat my ladies.
You out.
Dad!
With second row seats that conveniently slide apart, it's beyond a minivan. The Odyssey from Honda.
Gets it out deep and How do you define excellence? Is it creativity? What about dominance? Or is it a constant ability to amaze and inspire? Maybe it's just about stepping into the spotlight and rising to the moment and letting history take care of the rest. The NBA Finals, it's all good.
James All New with Jude Law and Brooke Shields, NBC tonight.
There are lots of ways to equip a car. And right now, when you buy a new 2001 Chevy Cavalier, we'll give you $2,500 cash back. So you can equip your Cavalier any way you like.
Bonus!
The $2,500 Chevy Cavalier bonus. See your Chevy dealer today for residency and other restrictions. But hurry, the $2,500 Chevy Cavalier bonus ends July 2nd.
You want to surround your kids with the best, right? Then surround them with stars.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you this special report. This just in. The quadruple 5-star safety-rated Ford Windstar now available with 0-9 financing for 60 months. And the double 5-star safety-rated Taurus with $2,000 cash back. We advise you, visit your local Ford dealer before July 2nd. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
WBAL TV 11 News, weekends at 6 and 11.
This copyrighted telecast of the National Basketball Association is intended solely for the entertainment of our audience. And any retransmission, reproduction, rebroadcast, or other dissemination or use of this telecast, or of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the National Basketball Association is prohibited.
Let's get it to 10 in the next 2 minutes, then we'll figure out a way. All right? Come on. Come on.
What at this point, it's a 15-point lead for the Lakers as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Well, the big concern for the 76ers, they got off to a great start. They were up 3 at the end of the first period, but look what's happened. +7 here, +11. They're +18 over the last 2 quarters. They're just starting to wear them down. You know, Marv, the Harden stuff is there, but they just don't have enough firepower to deal with the Lakers. They only have 68 points. I mean, they're going to have a huge fourth period here, and the Lakers are going to have to fall asleep on them to let them back in this game.
Brian Shaw and Robert Ory, major contributors off the bench in this series, have checked back in. Iverson is fouled by Fisher. So that's 4 on Derek Fisher.
Now, one of the things that Phil Jackson, I'm sure, talked to his team about in that timeout, guys, don't commit early fouls and put them in the penalty. So they're shooting free throws and now getting up the floor and pressuring us defensively. Make them earn everything from the field.
Snow being guarded by Shaw, getting the stuff, but then he blew the stuff. Here comes Kobe McKee racing back and prevented the dunk at the other end.
Sort of says it all, doesn't it? A power move. Shaq had just taken a shot that hit the rim 5 times and went in. Looks like a point-blank shot. He misses it, and it starts a fast break for the Lakers. Kobe off and running, but here he is going to the basket. A power move, just couldn't finish it. And it bounces out, and Kobe gets a break going the other way and gets to the free throw line.
Kobe Bryant now 9 of 10 at the line. Here's Tyronn Lue replacing Derek Fisher, leads with 12. Derek Fisher with 4 from downtown. Kobe having a similar game to game 4, where it was his all-around play, more as a setup guy, although he did come out shooting, has not shot well, 5 for 16, and still the Lakers have this commanding lead.
Well, I give Kobe a lot of respect here because it would have been human nature for him to come in and try to put up big numbers, but he has not done that as we see Iverson looking to shoot the three-point shot, but Mutombo with the offensive foul on the post. So Sixers starting to lose their composure here as they feel their season slipping away. Watch the post, Mutombo now. See if he gets his arm up in the post. He has a tendency to get those elbows up. And all the banging that goes on, it's tough that one was called.
And this is beginning to take on a familiar look in that Western Conference run to this point. The Lakers won their 3 elimination games by an average of 16 points. They have the big lead here. They're up by 17. And it looked like he stepped out of bounds.
Well, this unit that's on the floor for the Lakers, it's Kobe Bryant. They run sort of an open court where the middle's open. They look for him to penetrate. He's got terrific three-point shooters out there with him as Shaq gets a rest.
The Lakers only their 7th turnover. Here's McKee, had nowhere to go. It's another Sixer turnover. Bryant, alley-oops, Horry. And Robert Horry just lays it home, and the Lakers pulling away. They now lead 87-68 as Larry Brown takes a timeout with 10:44 remaining in the 4th quarter. There's the lob for Horry, able to bank it home. We'll be back in Philadelphia in a moment. A look at the reaction at the Staples Center.
Now here comes Willis, and the crowd is going wild.
Come on in. She'll be down in a minute. Hot enough for you? Beer?
Oh my.
The 2002 Ford Explorer. Reborn.
There's a time for diplomacy and a time for action. Diplomacy is dead.
On July 6th, Kiss. Fear. Goodbye. Jet Li. Bridget Fonda. Kiss of the Dragon. Rated R. July 6th. Only in theaters.
These are the toes, this is a foot. That's the difference between Lamisil AT Spray Pump and Lotrimin AF. Lotrimin AF products are indicated to treat athlete's foot on the whole foot. This is only indicated to treat between the toes, so kill athlete's foot on the whole foot with Lotrimin AF.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Ford Outfitters, no boundaries. By MasterCard. There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. By SEMA, clearly refreshing. And by IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level.
Here in Philadelphia, the Goodyear blimp is on the scene. Overhead, the blimp Spirit of Goodyear, based near Akron, Ohio, home of the world headquarters for the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Marv Albert, Doug Collins, Jim Gray, and Lewis Johnson working the sideline. We're early in the 4th, and the Lakers have pulled away to an 87-68 lead as they close in on their 2nd consecutive NBA championship. It will take a miraculous turn by a team that is beaten up. Allen Iverson playing with the bruised ribs now has 30 points. A team that has shown the ability to come back on a number of occasions during the regular season and during this playoff run, but you wonder about tonight. Lakers have them overmatched at this point.
Mark, the Lakers are so good defensively. If they don't turn the basketball over, the Sixers just can't score enough points.
Shot clock at 1. Snow from Mutombo and lays it in. 87-72. Ron Lou and Ryan Shaw out in the backcourt. Kobe Bryant has moved up front. Here is Shaw. Bryant with the rebound and the bucket.
Just a great offensive rebound. You know, Aaron McKee tried to go up with him. Kobe with the fresher legs just went right over the top of him. But the offensive rebounding starting to take its toll. Getting second shots.
Kobe 23 points, 10 rebounds. Tyrone Hill is hacked. Foul on Ori.
Shot goes up. You see Aaron McKee just does not have anything left. He's got a chip fracture in his ankle, a sore shoulder. We're battling all kinds of ailments. And Kobe with the fresher legs. See Aaron McKee going over to get a little bit of a rest. The frustration for him here, growing up here, being at home, playing at Temple University. And he just, you see with the side there, he just has nothing left. He's given it all season long.
McKee just 2 of 5 from the field. Game 4, 1 for 9. Game 3, a 2 for 8. And that's not the usual contribution from Aaron McKee.
Well, going into this series, it averaged 16 points a game in the playoffs. It's down to 8 here now, so you get an idea of just the wear and tear. And also give credit to the Laker defense. Now, they have been terrific. You know, either Kobe Bryant or Rick Fox, one of those guys have been playing him, and they've done a great job.
Shaquille O'Neal is back on the floor. Bryant for 3. Kobe Bryant with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Well, the other night he was 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He is now 4 assists away from a triple-double.
Well, the 76ers double teams are just so soft right now. Iverson goes down there. He can't bother Shaq, and it just opens up a wide-open 3 for somebody on the floor.
Roger Bell with 1 on the shot clock is blocked, and it's a 24-second violation. Kevin Ollie getting set to check back in. University of Nebraska, a pleasant surprise in his NBA Final Series. It started with his defensive work against Allen Iverson. He's also hit some threes, done it at both ends. Shot clock at 5. That pass intended for Lou. Snow able to recover the dribble. Roger Bell reluctant to shoot. Tyrone Hill able to score, and the Laker lead is 16. We're down to 7:45 remaining in the 4th quarter. Bryant played by Hill on the Warren played by Hill, and O'Neal is fouled. That's 5 on Mutombo.
Here's Allen Iverson coming down to double team. You see, there's no energy to double team, and they can't get out of their traps. Iverson's supposed to cover that corner. When you come out of the double team, the guy directs you. He spent so much energy running around off screen trying to get open. There's nothing left then for him to double team and then try to get back to the open shooter. That's how they're getting so many open threes.
Shot clock at 3. Lou with a driving hook. Rebounded by Hill. So Tyrone Hill with 12 rebounds along with his 13 points. Iverson. Yes. 32 for Iverson, and the Laker lead is now 14.
He just keeps coming at you.
Los Angeles is led by as many as 19 just moments ago. 3-second violation.
Kobe was late with that pass. Shaq had gotten into the lane, and when Kobe put it on the floor, by the time he could get the pass to him, Shaq had already been in the lane too long.
Aaron McKee is back in. Eric Snow will report in a moment. Iverson putting moves on Lou and fires. Rebound Hill. Well, that would have cut it to 12.
Tyrone Hill has come back and played a good basketball game. Now, Kobe turning it over. I think if they score here, Phil might take a timeout.
Ollie fouled by Shaw.
Horace Grant up off the bench telling guys, let's go. Don't get sloppy. Get a little bit of a lead here. You start thinking you got a cushion, 6.5 minutes to go. You're about 3 minutes of good, hard defense right now from winning the championship. That's how close you are. You don't want to get sloppy. Right now, 3 good, solid minutes, and they could close this game down.
Brian Shaw picked up the foul. His second, Kevin Ollie at the line. And you see Derek Fisher checking back in. With Matt Geiger for Dikembe Mutombo receiving a standing ovation. Dikembe with 5 fouls. They get a rest, 13 points, 10 rebounds for Mutombo. It's a 12-point game, and we see pressure being brought by the Sixers. 6-0 run for Philly. Now Shaq got it by Matt Geiger, and his foul.
Looks like they might be going to the hack-a-shack here. They've got Geiger in the game trying to protect Mutombo with fouls. So will they go the substitution, bring Mutombo in when they have the ball, try to get Geiger out there to take some fouls? Shaq going to the basket. The Sixers thought it was before the shot. The referee said no, he was in the act of shooting.
It's only the 13th foul on Philadelphia. Lakers also have 3. O'Neal now 7 of 14 from the foul line. Lakers up 93-80 as we approach 6 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. Iverson squeezing his way. Iverson has 34 points. The Sixers are now down by 11.
Twisting, turning, leaning. Got them all.
And this crowd is back into it. Geiger reaching in, and that's 5 on Geiger. That's a non-shooting foul.
Allen Iverson, they're pushing him to his left hand, but you know what? That doesn't matter. He pulls up and he knocks in that jump shot. And the next time down the floor, this time the little running one-footer gets his shoulders inside Fisher. Sees the defender back, pulls up, hits the shot on the run. Sixers trying to give it one last gasp effort. They trail by 11.
Well, the trophies are in the house. On the left, the Larry O'Brien Championship Trophy. And on the right, the NBA Finals Most Valuable Player Trophy. Allen Iverson leading this 14-6 run by the Sixers, cutting into that 19-point Laker lead. Iverson has 34 points. Shot clock at 6. Fisher for 3. Horry. And Iverson is on it. The Lakers up by 11. Tyrone Hill. Yes. Well, the question is, do the 76ers have one more gallant run left?
Looks like Geiger's going to take the foul on Shaq if he catches the ball. Put him on that foul line.
Well, he does not commit the foul as the Lakers are able to rotate it. 6 on the 24. Fisher forcing. What a shot by Derek Fisher with the shot clock running down. It's another 3. That's his 5th from downtown. He now has 15 points, all 15 coming on 3-pointers. Snow for 3. Geiger able to keep it alive. Iverson from way downtown. Snow on it again. Iverson again with the 3. Yes.
Looked like Warrior's going to get a piece of that from behind. I don't know how he kept his concentration, but Mark, the Lakers have just come up with all kinds of threes. We've seen it the entire series when they've needed it
the 76ers over the foul limit.
Well, Derek Fisher with a shot clock winding down. Just a dagger into the 76ers. Well, you didn't even have a good look at it. Then he sort of looked up and said, you know what, that'll quiet you down. A little quietness there in the crowd. And Iverson, I don't know how he kept his concentration on this play. Ori pouring in from behind on top of him, and he just buries the three.
Matt Geiger has fouled out. 6 fouls in his 11 minutes, and as he left, heard the cheers from the crowd. So Shaquille O'Neal at the line. He is now 8 for 16 from the foul line.
Well, if he makes these two, he will discourage them from taking fouls. That's what happened, Marv, early in the playoffs. He finished the season on a high note, and teams were very concerned about taking the foul on him during the playoffs. His free throw shooting is not even been a question, other than in the one game when he missed 12 free throws.
I would think it would pay the way he's shooting free throws tonight to continue with the hack and Shaq. And Kobe Bryant able to reach for the rebound. We're under 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Lakers with a 10-point lead.
Now they're going to start using clock, and the clock gets against them. They'll either go into Shaq just like that and get the foul, or Kobe will try to penetrate and make a play, maybe find a three-point shooter. But I have a feeling, Marv, these last 3:40 could go long here.
And that is number 6 on Dikembe Mutombo. Once again, receiving a standing ovation. Dikembe Mutombo coming to Philadelphia in the trade for Theo Radler. The trade that was not accepted at first. Dikembe, though, with a terrific run during the playoffs, and he has won over the fans of Philadelphia.
I couldn't agree with you more. Theo was a very popular player, and Larry Brown said, it hurt me to have to trade Theo as we see Shaq knock in the free throw. He said because he was such a big part of the turnaround. But Dikembe Mutombo, remember now in the All-Star game this year, the game that he had, Larry Brown was coaching that game, and right after that they made the trade. He's come in here and won this city over with his tenacity and great play.
Shaq barely getting a piece of the net. And hearing it from the crowd, but the Lakers lead 98-87. Dikembe Mutombo averaged just under 17 points, 12 rebounds in this final series. Tyrone Hill is rejected emphatically by Shaquille O'Neal.
I think Shaq was letting him know that air ball was out of his mind. He wasn't thinking about it. He said, okay, you want to challenge me in here? I'll toss that right up into row 3.
Third block for Shaq. John McCullough came on for Dikembe Mutombo. Here's McCullough. And Eric Snow able to convert. So the Lakers now lead 98-89. Lakers have led by as many as 19. 76ers have him within 9, but only 3 minutes left.
Well, they get a stop here and hit a 3. It's a 2-possession game, but you know what? They're going to call 3 seconds on Shaq. Take away the dunk that would have given them an 11-point lead. The Sixers are going to have the basketball when we come back. They're down 9, and Barb, that's 3 threes, so they're still in this game.
You ready for a cold one?
Yeah.
Is that cold enough for you?
It's cold. It's not Coors Light.
Brewed at the edge of freezing to lock in that Rocky Mountain cold taste. Coors Light. Ah, tasty.
Tasty.
The 2002 Ford Explorer Reborn.
I go this way, and you go this way.
I go that way, you go this way.
Yes.
They fought some tough enemies.
I'm sorry, man. Did that hurt?
But this one is unlike any they've seen.
Woo! Egyptian style, girl. Come on.
On August 3rd, get ready for a second rush. Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker.
We gonna die!
Rush Hour 2.
I'm finna give you an LAPD.
This film is not yet rated. Starts Friday, August 3rd at a theater near you.
Walked back to his car and said, "What is all this ruckus about?"
NBA and WNBA players are working together, encouraging children to develop a love of reading.
I really want to challenge you guys to read, because if you can read about anything you want to do, then you can be anything you want to be.
Oh, there's the note. My beautiful shining scales?
Okay, let's see what happened next. Squash me. You'll never squash me.
Explore a world of reading. Read to achieve.
He's achieved royal status in tennis, one of only 5 men to win all 4 Grand Slams. Can Andre Agassi rule Wimbledon again? Coverage begins June 30th on NBC.
For 2 days, Tiger Woods has struggled to find his game. Can he bounce back to defend golf's greatest championship? The U.S. Open tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern on NBC.
Derek Fisher has been the guy tonight. Critical stages, 5 of 7 from the three-point line. And going into this year, remember they had Glenn Rice last year. Who was going to be that third scorer? Who was going to be that shooter? Well, look at the points. Fisher actually more. Rebounds very close. Shooting 48% from that three-point line. And look what he has done tonight. Not only is he shooting high percentage, but shots just at the right time to keep the 76ers at bay. The big three-pointer from the corner. This one with a shot clock winding down to get the team a 12-point lead. But Derek Fisher, who almost set out the entire year, came back for the last 20 games this season. They are now 29-6 with Fisher since he's come back, Marv.
And the 76ers without the 2 big men, Dikembe Mutombo, Matt Geiger, both have fouled out. Tyrone Hill wheeling his way. Shot rejected. Coming up on 2.5 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Lakers lead 98-89. A 21-11 run by the Sixers, cutting into that 19-point deficit. O'Neal getting position on McCollum. Bryant. Shot clock at 3. Here's Horry for 3. Rebounded by Fox. Rick Fox able to get to the rim. No one boxing out. And Fox with 17 points. The Lakers lead by 11.
Marv, that's going to do it.
McCullough rejected by O'Neal.
Marv, it's going to be really interesting. This Philadelphia fans, we see Tyrone.
Oh, it counts on the foul.
But in the last moments of this game, you're going to see a real tribute from these Philadelphia fans to these 76ers, thanking them for the ride they have given them in the playoffs this year. It's a very tough crowd, but when they get behind you, Marv, I know from experience. I came here as a first-round draft pick in 1973. The team was 9-73, and 4 years later, playing for a world championship against Bill Walton's Blazers. Now they did beat us, but how quickly it changed. It's sort of been the same rise with this team, Allen Iverson, to getting to this point. 8-point game now as the three-point play was converted.
Well, this Sixer team that beat the Pacers 3-1, won a 7-game series from Toronto, won a 7-game series from Milwaukee, took game 1 in a stunner in Los Angeles, beating the Lakers in overtime, but the Lakers have come roaring back. Another 3-second violation on Shaquille, a minute 35 remaining in the fourth. It's an 8-point game, and the Sixers in possession. Iverson overplayed by Fisher. Here's Iverson giving it up. Shot clock at 10. Snow working hard. Hill. McCollum blocked from behind by Horry, and a foul. So Eric Snow will shoot 2.
Well, the tenacity of the 76ers, even though they're down 8, a minute 14 to go, they're going to make it difficult for the Lakers to try to hoist that trophy in their building. Shot goes up. Looks like McCullough has a point-blank tip. Here comes Horry from behind, but Eric Snow He'd be a great rugby player.
Yes.
I'm telling you, with the way that ball gets on, he would come out of that scrum with it. He would be off and running.
Snow now is 5 for 7 at the line. Well, Eric would have the physique for rugby and for football. 6'3", 205 pounds. Brother Percy did play in the NFL. It's down to a 7-point deficit.
Now remember, you cannot foul Shaq off the basketball. It will be away from the ball. Foul will be one shot in the basketball. So the only way they can foul him is if he catches it in the post. So will the Lakers throwing the ball right now with him struggling?
Both teams are over the foul limit. 1 minute remaining on the floor. Roger Bell defending on Kobe Bryant. And it's Jermaine Jones against Shaquille O'Neal. Fisher from downtown. 18 points for Fisher. 6 of 12 from the field. All 6 have been three-pointers. And the Lakers open up a 10-point lead with 51 and 4/10 seconds to go. Fisher now 6 of 8 from beyond the three-point line. 15 of 20 from downtown against the Spurs. Started slowly against the Sixers, but has come on the last couple of games.
Remember the A-Team? Now there was an odd bunch of individuals. They always had some cockamamie scheme to get out of a jam. It never sounded like it would work, but of course it always did. Week after week, same time, same channel. Those were my boys. The Ford F-150 Super Crew. Built Ford tough.
Howie, about your driving.
Don't tell me, Terry. A golf scope from Radio Shack measures distance to the pin. Works great for approach shots, but nothing can help
Howie, I was just going to say how much easier driving would be if you monitored your pressure with a digital tire gauge.
Hurry in for great deals on cool Father's Day gifts like this golf scope and digital tire gauge. Now at Radio Shack.
Now at Taco Bell, experience the excitement of the Tomb Raider movie when you play the Tomb Raider Instant Win game. Win instantly or match pictures on game piece triangles and win. And now when you get a new grilled stuffed burrito, you get big, bold, sizzling flavor and another chance to play.
I saw that.
Tomb Raider. See it in theaters. Play it at the Bell.
This crowd has begun to respond to the Philadelphia 76ers. We love our Sixers. This capacity crowd, better than 20,000, remaining right here despite the fact that the 76ers were down by as many as 19. They've seen this club come back on a number of occasions. They cut it to 8 just a moment ago. It's now a 10-point Laker lead, and they're on their feet applauding the effort of the Philadelphia 76ers, who have had themselves a magnificent run, but it will be the Los Angeles Lakers winning a second straight NBA title, and they'll make it 8-0 on the road in the playoffs. And that is a record for the most consecutive road wins in a single postseason. Aaron McKee from downtown with 42 seconds left. So it's a 7-point game. Iverson looking for the steal and commits his 5th foul. So Robert Horry is headed to the line.
It's like Larry Brown is going to take out some of his players so they can get the recognition from this crowd. Allen Iverson getting ready to sit down and listen to this moment.
It's been a spectacular season for the most valuable player, Allen Iverson. Standing ovation for Iverson. 37 points for Iverson with 40 seconds remaining. various 76ers applauding the crowd as Robert Horry extends to an 8-point lead.
Well, if Robert Horry would have missed these 2 free throws, it would have been a 7-point game. Might have been a little early, but if he buries them both, it's 9, and it'll be decided. So Larry Brown wanted his team to be able to get the recognition as Horry steps up and knocks them both in. It's a 9-point lead. That's 3 threes, 3 possessions.
A chant of MVP from the crowd honoring Allen Iverson as time has run out on the 76ers. Buford, Fisher on the rebound, and once again an enormous game for Derek Fisher. The celebration has begun on the Laker bench. Coming up on 10 seconds remaining, and the Los Angeles Lakers will make it a second straight NBA crown.
Fox threw that 3 in at the clock. It looked like he just threw it up there to hit the backboard, and he made it.
Just looking to run it down. That's the way it's gone for the Lakers, who finished with a 15-1 run. The best all-time playoff winning percentage in the history of the league. And the crowd booing the celebrating Lakers. Allen Iverson with another gutsy effort, playing with the bruised ribs. Finished with 37 points. Kobe Bryant, 26 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. The chant of "Let's Go Sixers."
They fell in love with this team, Marv. This is a city that wants you to give their heart and soul. You see Phil Jackson congratulating the various teams. He went over a sign of respect to Dikembe Mutombo, but what a moment. I can't even imagine. Phil Jackson, 8 championships. What he has done as a coach, this team, they have responded. What a moment for the city of Los Angeles and for these Los Angeles Lakers. Come in here and win 3 straight games on the road. A magnificent finish to an unbelievable playoff run.
And Phil Jackson's teams have now won 20 playoff series in a row. He's 34-2 in playoff series since back in 1991. And for the Lakers, 2 straight titles, 13 championships for this Laker franchise. They've now won 8 in Los Angeles, the other 5 in Minneapolis.
Well, Marv, you have to think about this now. Shaq is 29, Kobe's 22, Fisher's about 26. If they keep this nucleus together and stay healthy, Phil keeps his battery charged and wants to keep coaching, they could win 4 or 5 more titles with this team. That's how good they are.
A look at the response at Staples Center in Los Angeles. They've been watching the game on closed circuit, cheering their Lakers. All a preface to what will take place in LA when the Lakers do make it home. There will be another parade in downtown LA.
Well, the series says 4-1, but I can tell you this, that the Lakers have the ultimate respect for the 76ers. They made them work every moment to win this series. So they did not want to see a Game 6 and see this tenacious group from the Sixers once again. You see the big man, Shaquille O'Neal. Just to let you know, Marv, I voted for him, for you and I, for most valuable player, so I thought I'd take that privilege for us. So
really going out on a limb. 29 for Shaq, 13 rebounds, 5 block shots. Back with the trophy presentations, and we pause for these messages.
Every kid dreams of becoming the next big thing. Here's to making that dream come true. Thanks, Kobe, for being an inspiration to dreamers everywhere.
We love to see you smile.
1-800-CALL-ATT has a new spokes. Oh, no, not the top.
For collect calls, dial C-A-L-L-A-T-T. That's not right, is it? $30,000, Mom. No, it's for a physics book. No, really. 1-800-CALLATT. Practice, practice, practice.
Doctor, I got a growth.
The way it was written, please.
1-800-CALLATT.
C-A-L-L-A-T-T.
Nice job, Carrot Stick. Save big bucks on every call. Dial 1-800-CALLATT for collect calls.
Can I have your number?
We are back in Philadelphia. The Lakers have just wrapped up this NBA Final Series in 5. We're set for the trophy presentation. Let's join Ahmad Rashad.
All right, thank you very much, Marv, for joining me here for the trophy presentation of the owner of the Lakers, Dr. Jerry Buss, head coach Phil Jackson, and the rest of the Lakers. And now to make the presentation of the Larry O'Brien Trophy, here is the commissioner, David Stern.
This Laker team beat a game Philadelphia 76er team, and our hats is off to them. But you had the best record ever in the history of the NBA playoffs. You should be proud of that. You defended your title with intensity, passion, but most important, teamwork and grace. Congratulations to the world champion 2001 NBA Los Angeles Lakers.
Dr. Buss, that makes 7. You got to be proud of this Laker team.
Yeah, I'm very proud of this team. I don't think anybody expected we could really defend the title. And I just want to thank the fans of Los Angeles. I understand there were 20,000 at Staples tonight watching TV. Yeah. Anyway, we have the best fans. We have the best faith. And believe me, this team has the best heart.
All right, congratulations to you. This was a long season, a little turbulence in the middle. At any point, did you doubt that maybe you could win this championship?
You know, we just said if we got some momentum coming through the season, we're going to be all right. And we just had to find some health and well-being as a basketball club and get everybody on the floor together. And we're going to be fine. We got that momentum at the end of the season. We just ran it all the way through.
All right, let's go back to David Stern now for the presentation of the MVP trophy.
17 block shots in a 5-game series, 33 points a game, 16 rebounds, 2 consecutive MVPs. Congratulations, Shaquille O'Neal, the 2001 Finals MVP.
Shaq, last year, when you won the championship, it was a very emotional moment for you. How about this time?
This time is fun. It's business. I want to thank my teammates for always looking out for me, always throwing me the ball, always, helping me play well. I want to thank my parents for helping me raise well. I want to thank this guy right here for always staying on me and, just helping me play hard.
An incredible run through the playoffs. How did you guys get that momentum heading into them?
Well, I have great teammates, and I knew all along that if we kept everybody involved, that, these guys was going to step up for me. And this is my second ring, and I couldn't do it without D-Fish, Hop, Ty Lue, Penn Berthy, Slava, JR, all my teammates.
All right, I want to ask you a question, Phil. I know you like staying in the moment, but if you will, 8 championships. What about this one?
Surreal. This one is really surreal. It's, we were in a situation where we said, hey, we're not going to hit 60 wins. These guys kept believing they're going to win 18 in a row to get to 60 wins. I said, just play it one at a time and go from there, and they did it. They were great at the moment, yeah.
A great team right now. Any predictions for next year?
I will wait till October to make those predictions.
All right, now let's go over to Jim Graves standing by with Kobe Bryant.
All right, thank you very much. Step up. All right. Step up here. Very good.
All right, we got a few audio dip. 3-point guys weren't hitting very well from the floor, but 3-pointers tonight, a bunch of them.
Yeah, we took some early shots. We got in a rush. I think the emotion, was taking advantage of some of us, but this was a total team effort. We could not have won this finals without our entire team, and God is so good.
You were one of the key ingredients because they're struggling a little bit before you came back from injury, but then that seemed to right the ship.
Yeah, I'm just thankful to have gotten a chance to get back on the court. My injury was very serious. I don't have to be standing here, but I'm very fortunate to have teammates like I do, and I had a lot of fun since I've been back.
So now, are we looking at a possible dynasty here?
Possibility. Obviously we came back and maybe took for granted what we could do this year and got off to a slow start. So I think this year, will kind of teach us a lesson. We'll come back maybe more committed and more ready at the start of the season next year.
All right, man. Congratulations to you. Thanks. We'll be back with more post-game celebration right after this.
This summer, enter the realm of the supernatural. No movie has more fun.
Hey, kitty! How do you like that, little pussy? You want a piece of me? You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Or more action.
Teach some style.
Scary movie, too.
Mother's in here with us, Harris.
Mom, will you get out of there, please? You're no fun.
This film has not yet been rated. Wednesday, July 4th.
Hey, guys. I got someone here who wants to meet you.
A dog!
A dog.
A dog.
But you told them we couldn't get a dog until we got the house. Did you hear something from our lender?
We got the house.
Call the Fannie Mae Foundation for a free guide to help put you on the path to home ownership and for a list of lenders and credit counselors.
Direct from the NBA store. Lakers fans, your team just won the NBA championship. Celebrate in the official NBA Champions locker room t-shirt, the same one the Lakers are wearing right now. Also the official Lakers championship season video. All the highlights from the Lakers' incredible championship run. Call now 866-NBA-4U and bring home either the championship tee or video for only $20. Don't miss out. 866-NBA-4YOU.
It's a land where one American is considered almost royalty. Will we witness the coronation of King Pete VIII? Wimbledon. Coverage begins June 30th on NBC.
For 2 days, Tiger Woods has struggled to find his game. Can he bounce back to defend golf's greatest championship? The U.S. Open tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern on NBC.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by Fannie Mae Foundation, showing America a new way home.
Welcome back to our post-game celebration. Rick, this has been a wonderful journey for you this year.
Yes, it has. A long one, but a wonderful one. It capped off the exact way we were hoping it would with a defense of our championship. We had a few bumps in the road, but it's nice to have this thing back in L.A. Loving all the fans and the support. Hope they're taking care of L.A. out there, and it's been great.
Was there any doubt when you guys had the bumps? It seemed like in the middle of the season, it was like, what's wrong with the Lakers? The Lakers this, the Lakers that.
Yeah, we kept digging. Kept searching for the answers. We didn't give up on our chances. Getting a stretch like we did down the end there was a remarkable way to end the season, which then in turn set the table for the playoffs. And that's the way we played in the playoffs was the way we should have played all year.
But it was a great team effort. I mean, of course, you got two great superstars in Shaq and Kobe, but the entire team stepped up.
They sure did. Look at the way Derek played tonight. The guys off the bench in the playoffs: Robert Horry, Ty Lue, Ryan Shaw, Ron Harper, who was injured for most of the season. This has been a remarkable return to the glory we expected to have. We learned our lesson, a humbling lesson throughout the regular season, but LA is where it's supposed to be.
All right, man. Yeah. Congratulations.
42.
All right, let's go over to Peter Vesey.
Okay, thanks, Ahmad. Larry, as I understand it, coming into the finals, after you finally reached it, you told your players that the pressure was all off and just to enjoy the experience. Now, in view of what has happened, only a 5-game series, is that possible?
Yeah, it's possible. When you look at, I had 3 guys playing with broken ankles, and the effort they gave. We lost to a great team that was extremely well coached, and they had a guy in the middle that was phenomenal the whole series on both ends of the court. And we never gave up. We gave ourselves a chance to win, every ball game. We just didn't get it done. But, I've been in this for a long time waiting to get this opportunity. I don't know if we'd have won if I'd have been any prouder than I am right now. And I know that might sound silly for people to understand, but when a team lays it on the line like my guys did for me, I think I have all the admiration in the world for them.
Well, again, considering how long it did take you to get here and all the pit stops that you've been through, and we all understand, Larry, that 20 minutes after the finals, nobody remembers who finished second. Can you appreciate it considering the results?
Oh, absolutely. The commissioner came to me after the game and told me how proud he was of our team and the way we played. And I've heard that all all month about the effort our guys put forth, the character they showed, and that's not taking nothing away from LA because they had every bit the same ingredients. But you know, to wait this long to get here, you know, I'm disappointed we lost, but I have too many good things to think about.
People would kill me if I didn't ask you this question, though. Your wife, Shelly, told me after Game 4 that I heard it from her first. There is no way that you're not coming back next year. True?
Well, we're going to sit down and talk. You know, I've never won a battle with a lady anyway, so... But we're going to sit down and talk. I hadn't stopped coaching for the last 2 years, and I think I need some time off.
Okay, all right. We all know the women make the decisions, though. Over to Jim Gray.
All right, we have Kobe Bryant back, and Kobe, congratulations for a second time. What's it like to finally achieve this dream here in Philadelphia, something you had wanted your entire life in your home city?
Well, it was nice to come back to Philadelphia and play in a place where I kind of hone my competitive skills. And, you know, I joked around a lot with the city of Philadelphia as far as, you know, me being an LA boy, this, that, and the other. But it was fun to come back to Philly and play for the championship.
You're 22 years old. You've won 2 of these. Does this mean more than the first one?
The first one is always very special because you're proving to people that you can do it. The second one is like you're proving that it's not a fluke. You know, the series against San Antonio, 2 champions going head up and winning back-to-back definitely feels great.
Considering everything that you have been through this year, Kobe, do you consider this some form of a relief? And did you almost have your spirit broken at your lowest point?
Well, I had so much going on outside of the game of basketball that people didn't know about, and it just felt good to pull through the season, to come through with another championship. It definitely feels good.
Can you tell us what some of that was now? Are you willing to discuss that?
No, not really. I mean, it was just, it was hard, but without stress, there's no progress.
When you went out for 11 games, did that give you an opportunity to gather yourself and to come back with a different focus and to try and put everything that had gone on in front of you behind you?
Well, I think having the time off really helped me put things in perspective and to find out what's important in my life. Basketball, it's a big part of my life, but it's not the thing. And I was able to focus on the game. A lot of the credit goes to my wife for not only putting up with but supporting my work ethic. Because I work all day consistently, and she supported me, and a lot of credit goes to her.
Final thought, Jerry West. I know he's meant an awful lot to you. He's not a part of this celebration. How instrumental was he in patching things up with you and Shaq?
Well, Jerry was just, he's an inspiration, period. He's the NBA logo for crying out loud. But no, Jerry's always been there for me from day one. And, we had a conversation during the season, and he helped me put things in perspective from the game standpoint. And Shaq and I patched things up and went out there and, won another title.
Kobe, congratulations. We appreciate your time. Great year.
Thank you. Can I go celebrate now?
Absolutely, you can. Go get some celebration. We're going to have a lot more coming up here from the First Union Center. The Los Angeles Lakers have now won back-to-back championships, their 13th championship overall. We'll be back.
We found it. We're closing in on the life form.
An ancient truth.
Dr. Ross has opened the door for us.
An eternal mystery.
I don't see how any living thing could survive out here.
An experience unlike any you've ever seen.
Oh my God.
This summer.
What is that?
Look out!
Discover the ultimate power of Final Fantasy. The Spirits Within. Rated PG-13. Opens everywhere July 11th.
In the old days, athlete's foot meant using Lotrimin AF or Tenactin for 4 whole weeks.
Who does that? Today, they're out. Because Lamisil AT changed everything. Lamisil AT kills the fungus with just 1 week's use.
Do you really have 4 weeks to use those other guys?
When your feet itch and burn, using Lamisil AT 1 week keeps you athlete's foot free for 3 months. Those old-timers, they don't promise that.
It's in a league all its own.
Lamisil AT, the best way to cure athlete's foot.
Louisiana, see my Louisiana, sing Polly Doodle all day. Oh, grasshopper sitting on a railroad track, sing Polly Doodle all day. Picking his teeth with a carpet tack, sing Polly Doodle all day. Fetty Will, my fairy fay. Fort Louisiana, see my Louisiana, sing Polly Doodle all day.
Now, Sprite.com makes it easier to buy just about anything you want. Under every cap is a free Sprite or Rocket Cash. Online money you can use through Sprite.com. Drink Sprite, get Rocket Cash. Buy what you want.
Easy. America Online. It's so easy. Easy. Email somebody.
Send emails fast.
You've got mail.
I've got mail.
Click and giddy up.
Easy.
Instant messages are so much fun.
A lot of people on my buddy list.
Ding. Hi, Janie.
Easy.
Customer
customer service is great.
24 hours a day, whenever I need them.
Answers right away for you.
And there's parental controls.
Chat, instant messages, email.
That fast.
AOL has got it all.
So easy to use, no wonder it's #1. Call 1-800-4ONLINE.
So easy.
Thursday After Friends. It's new, it's different, it's Spy TV. Get revenge by teaching that bad boy driver a lesson with a test drive from hell. Now let's throw in the police. New, different Spy TV. Premieres Thursday After Friends.
In Philadelphia, inside the 76ers locker room with Dikembe Mutombo. And Dikembe, it's been 10 years you've been trying to get to this position to win a championship. How difficult is it not to have won the title?
I think it was tough, but we're just glad that we have an opportunity to make to the final and have an unbelievable season and play the way we played this year. And there's not so much we can ask. It's a great experience, and hopefully we can learn from that and come back next year and try to win one.
There has been so much talk about how you played Shaquille O'Neal and how not only your defensive game, but your offensive game really came to life in these finals. Are you proud of yourself even in the loss?
I'm very proud of my accomplishment, especially the way I play offensively. Defensively, I think I did a great job by helping my team get as far as we got. And we just ran out from gas in the end a little bit, and we end up losing this one.
What does the way you played this series tell you about next year? What kind of hope does this give you for a possible return next year?
Hopefully the thing will work out between the management and myself, and so I can come back here.
You do want to come back?
I would love to come back. I just leave that to the management. Right now, I just want to enjoy my summer, go and spend time with my wife and my kids, and I just enjoy it.
Dikembe, thanks for your professionalism.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure.
All right, back out to you, Ahmad. All right, thank you very much, Lewis. A very valiant effort by the Philadelphia 76ers. Just too much L.A. Lakers, PJ.
Yeah, I thought great individual performances. Dikembe Mutombo, Lewis is talking to him. Incredible performance. He's just overmatched by Shaquille O'Neal. Allen Iverson didn't have anything left. Aaron McKee out of gas. Lakers clearly the dominant team. Philadelphia just exhausted for this entire finals.
I'll tell you what, it's been a great year. You know, looking back on the Lakers at the beginning of the season, they had a little rift. They really came together. They showed everybody they had the potential to be a dynasty. It was fun to watch them develop as this season unfolded. But on the other hand, the Sixers have let everybody know basketball in the NBA is still alive. It's a fun sport, and we as fans all love watching their performances.
And Bill, you know, it was very nice to watch the development of Kobe Bryant as a complete player.
Ahmad, the joy and happiness of the championship, there's absolutely nothing like it. For the last 3 months, we've seen some of the best basketball that we have ever seen in NBA history, combining poise, confidence, and maturity with unmatched skill level. You saw defense, you saw passing, and you saw great three-point shooting. Kobe Bryant is just 22 years old. There's nothing he can't do. He already has the total package. Shaquille O'Neal, historical, unprecedented what he has done. You've got the combination of the power, the finesse. Here's a guy who is dominating maybe more than any player in NBA history on the mental as well as the physical level. And the beautiful thing about the whole thing is that they're just getting started. I don't know who's going to be able to beat them.
Well, Philadelphia's going to go shopping, Bill, and they're going to go out and they're going to buy some more bodies and people that can make baskets, and they're going to try to come back here next year. The one thing that Philadelphia showed America was, as a team, you can accomplish a lot. With a lot of heart, you can go a long way. They need a little bit more talent, but certainly Larry Brown's aware of that. And Ahmad, you know, next year we may be seeing the same two teams again.
Well, we are right now trying to get a word from Allen Iverson, and so when we get that word, we will definitely get it back to you. Let me ask you one more thing about Dikembe Mutombo. Played valiantly, didn't he?
Oh, he had a terrific season. I think that nobody can forget about what Mutombo has done.
All right, so we'll be back. When we come back, we'll have some closing comments from Marv and Doug.
Alo, son parti göndermiş olduğunuz mallar yanlış etiketlendi. Sizden ricam eski müşteriniz olarak aynı parti malı tekrar rica ediyorum.
Dad, it's Ulashan Industries.
This shipment was lost. They want a new one at a 10% discount.
All right, that's fine.
Hey, guys.
Phones that translate for you. This is the future of e-business.
Sports drinks. Not cutting it, okay?
What do you bench?
350.
Gallons?
By the way, your body called. Yeah, looking for some vitamin D and A. Come on!
Hey, I found a quarter.
Can I get a spot here?
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Sports drink.
Sports drink. Later, sunshine.
So you just hit the stop button? They got a stop button, or you just stop walking, or you got to... How?
Want to play? Milk has 9 essential nutrients active bodies need.
I'm all right. Come on!
Hey, I found a quarter.
Can I get a spot here?
Yeah. What are you drinking?
Sports drink.
Sports drink. Later, sunshine.
So you just hit the stop button? They got a stop button, or you just stop walking, or you got to... How?
Want to play? Milk has 9 essential nutrients active bodies need.
I'm all right. I'm up.
Coming to NBC this fall from the creator of the Emmy-winning Law & Order, a new Law & Order franchise.
Put your hands on your head and sit down!
You see the crime through the eyes of the criminal, all the clues, evidence, and mistakes. Can you solve the crime before they do?
We got her.
Law & Order Criminal Intent, Sundays this fall on NBC.
The NBA on NBC is brought to you by NikeBasketball.com.
So the Lakers win this series 4-1. They go on to win their second straight NBA championship and 13th in franchise history. Right now, let's check in with Lewis Johnson. Lewis.
All right, Ahmad, thanks again. Back in the 76er locker room with President Pat Croce. And, you know, you would think you'd see tears back here, but I've seen a smile on your face, lots of hugs. You called it a mountain that you were trying to climb, and you got so close, Pat. And how difficult is it not to have actually achieved the title?
Lewis is real tough. Dikembe and I would count down from 15 all the way. We got stuck at 3. Each time counting 3, 3, 3. And the positive person in me says, we can do it this time. We can do it this quarter. We can do it this half. The world champion LA Lakers deserve it.
Allen Iverson, we haven't seen him yet, but have you had a chance to talk with him? What did you say to him, and what did he say to you?
I gave him a big hug and a big kiss, and I said, I love you, Allen. Thank you. And he just gave him a big hug and kiss back, and a tear came down his eyes. And, you know, he put everything into this game this entire year, from October to today. With such a rough off season, he did everything he said he was going to do. Lead on and off the court, be the captain, be our leader, just be a friend. He was really cool.
As the president, you know, there's so much business involved with this game, and you brought in Mutombo, which was a tough trade for the fans, but it obviously worked out great. But when you look forward to next year, what do you see in terms of the ability to get back to this championship game next season?
I think the beautiful thing is that they learned how tough it is to get to this point, to be playing basketball in June. And this is where Larry Brown and Billy King and our basketball operations staff have to use their expertise to help find the missing pieces, the puzzle that will look better than the puzzle in that other locker room.
Right. Pat, thanks so much.
Lewis, my pleasure. It's great to get to see you and know you.
All right, great. Allen Iverson still in the shower. We're hoping to catch a word with him in a few moments. But for the moment, let's go back out to you, Ahmad.
As you saw that embrace in the corridor, the Philadelphia 76ers gaining a lot of respect from the Los Angeles Lakers, but also gaining a lot of respect from fans all over the country with the way that they performed in this playoff series.
Well, you know, Ahmad, they were a team, and I think that's what everybody around the country really embraced. The fact that these guys, they were down talent-wise, and they were hurt, but they kept finding ways to win. They never gave up, and that's a tribute to the organization, the coach, and to everybody in that locker room.
Everybody talking about heart, determination. All of a sudden, that just wasn't enough as they were overpowered by the Lakers.
The Lakers so very, very special. Last year's championship was the reaffirmation of the value of coaching as Phil Jackson brought these guys to the level of expectation expectation, the potential that rests on these incredible stars that play for the Lakers. This year, it was about the reaffirmation of the team. Who would have thought 3 or 4 months ago that this ever would have happened? But when they made the commitment to come and play as one, to think, to dream, to hope, to have that optimism that as a team anything could happen, it all came together. And the role players, Ori, Fisher, Horace Grant, whoever Phil Jackson called on, that guy delivered, and that's what being part of a team is all about.
Now, Kevin, you have been in the situation that the Philadelphia 76ers are in right now. What sort of resolve does that give you as you go into the summer and get ready to come back for next year?
It's always a process. You always have to pay your dues. Usually the first time you come up a little short. These guys put forth a very valiant effort. Look for them to make adjustments during the offseason and to recommit, as Big Bill was talking about, to next season. If they get another player or two, they certainly can contend and get back here. And then when you get back here, you've learned from the experiences and you're much better.
A lot of reports about Larry Brown stepping down. Then Peter finds out in the interview just moments ago that his wife says he will be back. What are your views on Larry Brown?
I'm not going to contradict Shelley, but I don't know. Talking to Larry Brown, I'm not sure that he doesn't need a year off. He's repeated that a number of times. I hope Larry doesn't go away, but my gut tells me he may take a year off right now. Ahmad, what really thrilled me, the emergence of the young players this year, and also we've got a great team for everybody to shoot at now. Anytime the NBA has been successful, they've had that one great team. Clearly, LA is that team, but so many young stars emerged this year. Great future for the NBA next season.
All right, we were hoping to get a word from Allen Iverson, but we have just heard now that he has declined the interview. Let's go over to Marvin Doug for some final comments.
All right, thank you, Ahmad. And Doug, in terms of NBA history, where does this Laker team belong? I think it's tough to make a judgment because they were so disappointing the first half of the season and then came on with, as it turns out, the greatest run in postseason history.
Well, I think you have to give them their due with that, Marv, what they were able to do in the playoffs. I agree with Phil Jackson. It's very difficult to, try to compare different eras or different teams. There's been a lot of great teams, but the thing that I was most impressed about with this Laker team is you and I watched them grow up this season, go through all the different things, and little by little we saw them get it all together. And it started right at the end of the season. They hadn't any kind of success all year long putting together a run. 5 games was their largest winning streak. They won their last 8 and never looked back. But the poise and the patience of this team, Phil Jackson did a masterful job. You've got 2 wonderful stars, great role players. The scary part about it, Marv, is I think their best is still ahead of them. I mean, there could be 4 or 5 more titles down the road if they learn from this year and don't make it as hard on themselves next year.
And Doug, for you, at least for the moment, your final telecast after 4 years with NBC, we have so thoroughly enjoyed working with you. It's been just a wonderful year. You certain about this coaching thing?
Well, I don't know if I am or not. I do know this. What this has been for me has been a wonderful ride, and more importantly, as I leave, to see you sitting here where you belong as the voice of the NBA doing the finals is a real joy for me. And I'm going to miss everybody at NBC and just say thanks for all that they've done for me. And it'll be great if you show up next year at the MCI Center to do a Wizards game. I'll know that 23 will be in uniform because I know you're not going to be there to see me. And it'll be great to see everybody. But thanks for being such a great partner and friend, Marv. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that will do it as the Lakers have defeated the 76ers in 5 in this NBA Final Series. The Lakers 108 and the Sixers 96 to make it back-to-back NBA titles. NBC's U.S. Open coverage continues from Southern Hills tomorrow at 1:30 Eastern Time with third-round action. And coming up tonight, after your late local news, it's The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. Jay welcomes actress Brooke Shields. And right now we say goodbye from Philadelphia with a special thank you to all of the people who have made the NBA on NBC possible.